Heavy Lilover is now following.
All right, good evening, everybody. It is It's episode 23 of the worst fucking VTuber talk show on the internet, Schizzo Sessions. I am Razorwind. I am here with Enatsu Shiroi, and we co-host this completely fucking horrible talk show. And today's guest is Mira. Hey, Mira, how you doing?
Yippee! Hi.
Hi,
You
well,
You dropping that's the first thing you're gonna say, huh?
that is the most enthusiastic I think I've heard a guest on this show in a while.
You're just gonna open up. You're gonna open up by just dropping the yippee sound effect. Like seriously?
Yeah. You have a problem with that? Do you have a problem with that?
You know what? I've seen too many.
I'm on the division tag. What the fuck? Oh.
I've seen too many compilations of funny freaking funny Lethal Company moments. That sound effect is ruined for me.
Oh god damn it! I forgot to change tags on Twitch like an idiot.
I'll ruin it more for you. How about that? Out of love and spite.
There you go.
It was all ruined from the very beginning. Don't worry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna ruin it more for you. It's now my life goal to ruin it more. Just for you, Shiori. Just for you.
We're gonna be very nice to each other after the stream ends. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm totally not gonna bring you to the back of that alley and just do a bam, a pow, you know.
Oh, Shirai, your model is doing that weird thing where it's a big black square. Is your connection just derping out, or?
So Shiori got on to me. Shiori got on to me for saying yippee.
It looks
but her
fine
model's
to me,
hitting a black box. I see how it is. I see. That's the karma you get for being mad about.
No, it's just your connection being shitty.
Yeah, my internet is awful.
Karma. As Jojo Siwa likes to say, karma is the bitch. I should have known better.
Did that fix it, or
no? It'll catch up, I think, eventually.
I'm gonna restart.
Catch up on these nuts.
I'm gonna wow.
Wow.
The nerf. The nerf.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, hey, a Lion fan. Hello, how are you?
I apologize. I am...
Karma's a
My internet is terrible.
No better.
Yes. Yes, she is in 144p because that is what my internet could support.
That's fine.
Well, maybe tell your internet to support better. You know, have you ever I'll shut up.
If it could be better, I'd make it better. But it's frankly
Have
terrible.
you put it in rice?
What?
I tried that. Yes, I've tried that.
Huh?
Have you turned it on and off?
Oh god. Also, Heavenly Lover, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I don't know what
That's
thing didn't
my
go off.
girl.
Don't get snippy with me. I will not hesitate to put you on hold.
Or
Oh
what?
god.
Holding D's nuts?
I tell ya.
Oh dear god.
I think y'all are my
Yeah.
victims, I'm not gonna lie.
I tell ya.
It might be the other way around this time around.
How many men dropped the first question? And we're already coming just things out.
Oh, that's
I'm
okay.
waiting.
All right, so here. All right, so we'll start with some of the
Alright,
simple
fine.
questions.
Most
So,
important question of the night.
go ahead and introduce
are
yourself.
you?
Who are you?
Who am I? Who am I, you say?
Yeah.
I forgot the rest of the quote, the funny quote. Hello. My name is Maraberry. I am your totally unlucky black cat girl. I play a lot of comfy games, puzzle or rhythm games. You can catch me streaming on Tuesdays and Thursdays around 6 p.m. CST. In a little less than 2 weeks, I'll be holding a subathon for an entire month because why? Girls Trip with the Bestie fell through. It'll be close to my 2nd year anniversary, so why the fuck not?
Why not? There you go.
There's my interdict. Do not tell me to behave, Heavenly. I refuse.
Oh, nobody behaves on this show because
No, we've had guests say worse
You
shit.
you gotta keep in mind. Me and Razor, between the two of us, we don't have clout.
No, and you know what I've
We
said?
don't have enough clout to keep
I've
people
said
in
some bad shit on my streams too. I mean, listen, you're talking to somebody who. What was it, during my 1 year anniversary? We were playing Left 4 Dead. I picked up a fucking pipe bomb and I said, I found my my Columbine hall pass. Yeah.
Says it every time. Every single time there's a game with a pipe bomb in it. That is what Razor says.
Yes.
Without fail.
I've
For
called,
me, I think of ooh, pipe bomb, so cool.
I called Heavenly my best friend, a Latina from Wish.
What?
What?
You what?
A Latina from Wish.
At least you didn't call it Latinx. That's the worst thing you can do.
She called herself a whitewashed Latina, okay?
Oh god. Oh,
Alright,
hello,
so
Heavenly.
Our friend Dax is Mexican and he looks pretty white, apparently.
Well, like,
Oh, man.
his roommate is like a really tan
like-
Asian, and Dax has said he looks more Mexican than Dax.
That's
He says whenever they come across Mexican people, they will go up and talk to him in Spanish and ask for directions and just completely pass Dax and go straight for his roommate.
oh my gosh.
Oh god, it's just like when you got the little old lady in Japan, you know?
Hmm.
Goes up to the guy she assumes knows the language. Then you get some white guy who just is a total weeb.
And just knows the language, yeah.
I love the weedy
I've
white
heard,
guys
I've
when they go to
heard.
Japan and their like, delusions get shattered. They're like, where are the subtitles?
I've heard that if you look very stereotypically Asian and you don't know Japanese over there, they will look at you with such disappointment.
You know what's funny too? So Mira, I don't know if you're familiar with the Tokyo Game Show.
Absolutely not.
It's like the E3 of Japan, and so I don't know if you knew, but G4 before was a really cringe streaming network. I don't know. I haven't followed it. I don't really follow a lot of these gaming echoes because a lot of the shit the gaming industry comes out with now is just disappointment. But back when G4 was a channel and not this cringy, series of streaming channels that they try to come back with like a year ago. year or two ago. They had a show called X-Play. No, it's okay. They had a show called X-Play, and there was this guy named Adam Sessler, and he was like this really creepy-looking white, bald guy. And they had him dress up as a stereotypical Japanese guy while they were covering Tokyo Game Show. And he was hitting on a group of Japanese schoolgirls, and one of them said in Japanese, and they had it translated. She said, "I wish I had a driver's license so I could run you over." She said that right to his face in Japanese.
Oh, I hear kids in Japan are absolutely brutal. Like apparently, like over there, my understanding at least is they're pretty quick to, go to just, kill yourself rather than,
Seppuku.
It's like,
Yeah, it's like no, it doesn't take anything, we skip the childhood insults, we just get the dramatic camera angle and kill yourself.
that's more like, kindly bring honor to your household.
Or die. I haven't seen that, but this relates to AKB, because you did ask about AKB, and I will be going down that rabbit hole no matter what, because you opened the doors to that. Thank you. But they have a show called AK Bingo that has run for so many episodes, and they have like it's like the stereotypical like Japanese like game show, but with a bunch of idol girls, and they sometimes, I don't know how to describe it. It's like it all has left my brain. But that show, I think that show's the one where you get the clip of like the tube with like the bug, and they have to like blow into the tube to get the bug into the other person's mouth.
Wait, what?
That's the show.
What?
That's the show. Yes.
Huh?
It is a crazy show, but I love it. I loved it because, KB, and it was great. And I got to realize that I enjoyed some different idol characters from there, but AK Bingo, if you want a funny show to watch, AK Bingo is your thing.
Is this a Japanese game show?
Yes.
It sounds like a Japanese game show. They're fucking insane. Wasn't there the one where if you get a question wrong, they shower you in scorpions?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, there's supposedly one where they shower you in scorpions if you get a fucking question wrong.
I sent the Enatsu Shiroi link into the Discord chat and not the link to the AK Bingo.
Oops.
This is my favorite Japanese show because they have so many episodes and they have so many cast of characters on there. It is
I'll have to check that out.
Please do. It is a fantastic show.
Because like some of these like Japanese game shows get fucking insane.
They do. They really do.
It's because they understand the importance of physical comedy.
It's kind of like American. It's
like or it's like Japanese Jackass.
If you
like
can't
America's
witness the
Funniest
suffering
Home
of
Videos.
others,
But Japanese.
enjoy your own life.
Yes, America's Funniest Home Videos, but Japanese. That's what I compare it to. They laugh at people's pain.
And unlike, Bob Saget, the host is actually funny.
The host that's actually funny. That goes crazy.
To suffer is human. To have the Japanese game show host make funny quips at that suffering is divine.
That's how it usually has to go. There's also like, this is not J-pop, but there's the Weekly Idol Korean show. They bring on K-pop groups and they have them do weird things for prizes. It's just like
For Japanese TV?
no, Korean TV.
Oh, god.
Weekly Idol. That one was
I hear K-pop stands are fucking insane.
They are insane. Like, there's every single time, like, it's mainly the Chinese fans that are the worst. But the Korean fans,
I think that's the same regardless of what it is, because when you get like Chinese fans and stuff, it gets crazy.
But
Hello, I am 07.
They found out this one K-pop idol, I think it was from it's not ATs, it's from some group. Found out that this person dated in the past and they sent funeral wreaths to the company.
What?
To be like, get him out of here. This one dude literally did recreational drugs and then his whole career was ruined.
Oh god.
They're insane over there. It's worse whenever it's female idols. Like they always have to apologize.
Oh, there's no way you bounce back from that.
No.
There's no way you can get away with
You
that. especially
you
as a
remember
female idol.
Unless you have a really unless you're in a really good company like SM, YG, JYP, who has the money to take it down.
Right. Do you
They have the
remember?
money to go against these people.
Yeah, because like my understanding, especially like with how idol stuff tends to be, it's you can't just get away with doing stuff like drugs or anything like that. Even something as simple as smoking, it looks too bad, you know?
Yeah, something tells me I wouldn't get hired for Hollow Stars, considering
It's too uncute.
my character smokes.
I don't. It's wild. Like the story.
Wait! Idol shaved her hair to apologize for having a boyfriend. What the fuck?
Oh! I know the story.
Sounds
This is
about right.
hold on. This is Minageshi Minami, AKB48. I think she was in Team B. She got caught having a boyfriend, but she was not told to shave her head. She did it on her own free will because her fans would not forgive her, and that was her last-ditch effort to get her fans to like her again. And she still has not had the same exact standing as she did before it was found out.
Jesus, these fucking people are
There's a very good
nuts.
reason why typically when you're gonna do idol stuff, you should probably avoid any relationships.
Or at least keep them as secret as possible.
You're gonna be in a relationship as
Hi, that shit, because let me tell you something. American incels are one thing, Japanese and Korean incels are a whole new level.
They're a whole new
The problem though is you have to also keep in mind that hiding it is significantly harder when you have these absolute crazy people out there, you know?
I got another
Like, we're talking like guys who managed to find the location of a girl by looking at the reflection in her eyes.
What?
I have another story for you from the K-pop side. Apparently, a fan sent a letter to a male idol written in her period blood.
What?
Yep.
That is what?
Another one is a fan broke into an idol's room house, took a picture of him while he was sleeping, and did the stereotypical thing that you think a man would do and stole a pair of his underwear.
What? You know what? I actually had a stalker do that to me.
Stealing somebody's underwear is a classic way to express appreciation.
I don't know. I don't know about that because the stalker I had, no. I had a stalker in high school. During my freshman and sophomore year, no.
My cat keeps peeking around.
Or a way to express dominance!
And staring at me. She keeps looking at me with these big eyes and just.
I don't know, dude. I am 07. You do not want these type of girls simping for you because they're fucking nuts.
Girls are crazy.
It's like when a guy's crazy, it's kind of whatever. Nobody cares. But like when it's a girl who's crazy, oh god.
May God help you. May God help you.
I love the K-pop community who literally worships like a dude who is probably involved with the a really bad scandal involving, I forgot the fucking name of it. It was like a really big scandal in Korea where a bunch of chat logs were leaked. Apparently they were sharing a bunch of like videos of girls they were hooking up with and everything, and even
What?
K-pop stars and everything was involved with it, and it came out who was involved. Some of these fans are still so delusional that they still stick with that idol.
What the fuck?
Do you remember the whole fallout? And it's not just like remember, if we're gonna go to the VTuber side of things, remember when Rusia, that whole shit happened?
Rishia, Miki Neko, and Rishia / Miki
I am
Neko
gonna
and,
stress
Mafu
one
Mafu.
thing. I will never forgive her for what she did to Mafu Mafu.
Yes, she hurt her husbando, her Oshi. She hurt her Oshi.
Okay, I'm sorry. Mafu Mafu is like one of my inspirations. It's like half the reason why I even wanted to, get back
And
into
doesn't she
seeing in the
still have
first place.
Doesn't she still have fans?
Dude,
I have
the thing
no
to keep in
fucking
mind is there
idea.
are some crazy people out there. There are people out there who think they can fix her. After she apparently killed somebody's cat. Was it hers or Mafu Mafu?
I believe it was she didn't take care of a hamster, and then the hamster died, and it's in
I'm
an
gonna
urn.
be completely dead honest. I cannot understand people who think they can fix somebody. I used to be one of those people. So why did I say I can't understand it? But it's just like, you have to realize you can't fix people. Only they can fix themselves. They're using you for their own gain, and they're draining your energy from you. And eventually you're going to end up almost kind of becoming kind of like them until you can snap out of it and heal. But you can't fix them. Only they can fix themselves. And that is the genuine heart and soul of
Exactly.
truth.
I mean,
it's
you can support
very
a person
hard.
on the path, but you can't
Yeah.
make them walk it.
Yeah, you can't make them, and you have to know when to step away for your own sanity and health. Like, if you're-
Honestly, though, sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. It's just you're good. Don't worry. But it just drives me crazy. Like, I have seen the dark side and the downside of a lot of people in life. I've been in a few inpatient hospitals, and the stories people give and how crazy things can be, and they're just like, yeah, I see the solution to my problem is right in front of my face. I'm gonna ignore it because I'd rather have people be like, oh, let me help you, let me walk around with this with you, and then they take advantage of them, and it pisses me off.
To a degree, I mean, I do admit it's
Yeah.
like one of those things that also sometimes psychologically you can kind of argue your way into not actually doing what you should be doing to help yourself, because you kind of want the attention as well. A lot
Yes.
of people do that.
I didn't want to say it that way because a lot of people get really upset, but it is frankly that people just don't want to fix
Well, I mean
themselves.
it because I think I kind of do that too sometimes. Where
I think everybody does. Honestly, everybody does, but there's a difference between doing it for some things in your life and holding it off until you know when it's right, and just flat out ignoring it and refusing to acknowledge it and then hurting other people in the process.
Oh, definitely.
There's a huge difference in that. And some people just refuse to see that they're hurting other people with coping mechanisms and skills that they think protects them, but it's in fact hurting others.
And that's
it's awful to witness and
That-
see and hear.
Mhm. And the thing is too, some copes are not exactly healthy.
No.
Oh
Like,
no, seriously.
it probably helps you at that point, but I mean, if you have something that helps you, good, but make sure that it's not hurting other people.
Or
At
make
least-
it too much of a crutch either.
Yeah, at least do those two things. And if you realize it's hurting other people, it's time to find a new coping mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
Coping mechanisms are fine. You can have as many as you need and hobbies as many as you need, but if it's hurting you and it's hurting other people and you know it's not doing any good, you need to step away. And that's a very, very hard pill to swallow.
It is. It is.
But as soon as you swallow it, life will start getting better.
Mhm.
Sorry, that went off.
Oh, no, you're fine, you're fine.
Nah, don't worry. We're almost 30 minutes in and we haven't even hit question 2. This is a good one.
No. So yeah, we'll kind of we'll kind of cast a wide net here with this one. I'm just gonna string a couple of these questions together into one. So, what kind of content do you do, and what got you into streaming content creation, and how long have you been doing it for?
Oh, brother. Okay. So, once upon a time in a long, faraway land. So I actually started doing content creation when I was a kid, and I was really obsessed with Littlest Pet Shops and Littlest and LPS Popular.
Oh
And
no.
I wanted to create my own little show. 6-year-old me wanted to do that with no knowledge at all and a very bad camera. And I had a friend try to piece it together. I did one episode. I don't know where the fuck it is at the moment. I don't know at all, but I know I did it. That's how it started. LPS Popular. And then
We all start somewhere.
I got into cosplay, and then I made some friends in middle school. Actually, my close friend at the time, you know, kid friends that come and go. That close friend at the time, her and I started up this YouTube channel where we would cosplay Vocaloid and redo and like do cosplay music videos. So I would write the scripts for those, and she would kind of film it with the group, and then she would kind of edit it, and then we would post it on YouTube, and we would just go along that way. Like I would write scripts for stuff, and it was a lot of fun. So that's another thing that happened, and then I started posting my own. Like we were doing posting some dance covers on there too, and then I started posting my own on my own personal YouTube channel that I haven't touched in years because I'm just like, I don't want to edit anything. I don't want to make a thumbnail. What's a thumbnail? How do I make a thumbnail look good? I don't want to do that.
Oh, God. Like, one of the worst parts about content creation, in my opinion, is the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount that you have to do to make anything good.
Like, the recording sessions are the fun part, the editing, that's where the pain begins.
Yes, I 100% agree. But after YouTube, I started on TikTok, and do you know the Sally Face games, perchance?
Do not.
I
No.
recall you sent me an image.
Yeah, but that was a game that was really popular around 2018-ish. So then I posted a lot of videos of me in that Sally Face cosplay. I had people
TikTok
like
was a thing in 2018?
2018, 2019-ish. I don't fucking remember. I don't know dates and times. All I know is it happened. I
mean,
just know that it happened.
Doesn't necessarily sound wrong. It's just like, I could have sworn TikTok was more recent than that.
I don't know, man. All I know is this happened. But I got fan art from it. I had people from that, and I collected about 7K followers just from a Sally Face cosplay. That was fun. And then I switched up my content away from Sally Face to original characters and other characters, and then everything just dropped.
The best part is when like you get kind of famous off of something.
Mm-hmm. And then you switch up your content, and then people are just like, this is not what I wanted. Bye. And it was like, you signed up for cosplay, you're getting cosplay. Like, I don't understand, but it's whatever. It was a fun thing, and I got embarrassed one day and I deleted all the videos except for a certain couple. So like, but now it went from 7K to 6K because I haven't posted anything in a very long time because I'm just like, I don't want to. Like, I just don't. Like, I don't have the drive to pull up a TikTok, like pull up TikTok and pull up a video because like it kind of messes with your head with like you get people, it seems like people love your craft and what you're doing, and then as soon as you switch to it to something that you want to actually do because you get burnt out from something else, like people just don't want to stick with it. It's just like, were you there for the Sally Face cosplay? Like, for example, were you there for the Sally Face cosplay and like whatever fantasies you're doing in your head, and did it break because I switched to something else, or were you just, I don't know. But it was a weird thing to look back on, and I was also very, very more mentally ill then, so it messed with my mental standing of myself a lot. So then I stopped doing content creation and started focusing on myself and building my own self-confidence away from that. And then actually, Heavenly brought me into VTubers because I was doing some dance groups with some friends, making videos and performing songs that way. I actually met her 6 years ago through one of those. That was funny enough. And she brought me into VTuber. She was just like, "Hey, we'll do this, you know, make it work." And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And 2 years later, here I am. Content. I already said a bit in that whole spiel, but I'm currently working on trying to do. Eventually, I want to do like video essays and like theory videos because it's one of those things I pop up in the background as just theory videos.
Those are fun.
They are fun to do. I need to do one myself.
I just
Also, God, quality in the chat just mentioned freaking iFunny, and it's just like, oh God.
mm-hmm.
Those are cringy days.
Oh yeah, Heavenly
iFunny was proto TikTok. Changed my mind. It was arguably as bad as TikTok.
I agree, honestly. Even though
I
I wasn't
mean-
really on it, how I know is because Heavenly has the iFunny humor brain rot, while a lot of people here on TikTok have the like the skibbity briz kind of brain rot. It's
Well, my thing was like,
same thing but
iFunny,
different.
dude, iFunny was 100% proto TikTok though, because even down to like the way that just like, I think I had to delete that app because I was losing hours.
What, TikTok?
No, iFunny.
Oh, iFunny. Ah, okay. You know, if TikTok just feels like a return to like, it's just a different version of Vine. I've never really used TikTok personally.
Sorry, I'm
And yes,
laughing.
TikTok is just new Vine.
Heavenly commented, don't say that iFunny brain rot is racism. Don't say that. Okay, and my little sexy Latina, I love you.
Okay.
But iFunny, I haven't gotten into it, but I was very much into TikTok, and I doom scrolled that for hours on end, and holy shit, did that break my mind. You just sit there for hours, just scrolling.
No, that's
scrolling and scrolling, and
Dude,
all of a
it
sudden you
makes
lose
it
4
like
hours.
no, it was terrible. Like I had some awful. That's one of the worst things in my opinion about like a lot of modern like the way things are these days. Like, like just how much time you lose. It's also just extraordinarily bad for you, like mentally speaking. Ugh.
Do you remember funnyjunk.com back in the day?
The what?
I think
You
that
don't remember
I think
funnyjunk.com?
that predates.
That was like early internet, like early 2000s internet.
Oh yeah. That's before my time.
There was some funny fucking shit on there.
Yanni?
Do they still exist?
Does it still? It does, but I think it's more like iFunny now. Let me take a look. Funnyjunk.com. Is it still there?
I accidentally looked up unyjunk.com. If only I put a C in front of it.
Alright, it looks like it's still here, but
That would've
it's
been a-
more like iFunny now.
Ugh! This is awful! This format!
Yeah, I don't like it. It looks
the
like
worst
shit.
Combination of early 2000s. This looks terrible and
It looks
modern.
really fucking bad.
oh god, you could freaking doom scroll those overly the freaking thumbs up, thumbs down is way too.
Yeah, it looks really fucking bad.
Oh god.
Thumbs up for anime girl
swear.
titties, thumbs down for anime girl thighs.
I'm gonna freaking go. I'm gonna climb on top of my RV and do a backflip off of after seeing that. Jeez. Ugh.
Do it off a cliff.
Do a flip.
Yeah,
you
the
ever
sad part is I can't do a backflip.
Have you ever seen the Bert Nerdy memes? The real fucked up ones? Oh, wait. Let me find them.
Oh my god.
Cause
Concerned?
okay. Let me find it. Alright, I'm gonna share it on stream here, and I'm gonna post it in the chat here as well. Alright, let's see here.
Hi,
I see you looking at me, baby girl. No, I'm not gonna let you out. Bert is amazed as the man who was threatened to jump actually.
These are great. These are fucking fantastic. It's just clips of Sesame Street out of context with Bert and Ernie, and then like someone would add a fucking subtitle, making it seem more sinister than it actually is.
I mean, for what it's worth, that would be my response if the person did in fact do a backflip. You know, I'd just be like, I didn't think you'd actually do it.
A little off topic, but I texted one of my friends who knows a lot about these things, who's also my coworker, to read the answers to the questions that you guys gave me, and then she was just like, she took it as interviewing somebody to work at the job.
The fuck?
Like the job we work at. I was just like, can you read some of these answers to the questions? And she's like, there's no specific answers, just some stuff to be aware of. And I'm like, the fuck you mean? She's like, if you're looking for somebody to work on the weekends, but they can only work during the week, then we don't hire them because that's. And I'm like, this is for my VTuber interview, and then she's like, oh, then yes. And I'm just gonna be like, I'm already on the show, man.
What the fuck?
You know what? That's how I fall sometimes.
Girl, are you okay? Is
Oh,
work
dear
stressing
God.
you out that much?
Like, I feel like you could make a stream out of browsingfunnyjunk.com, but like, ugh.
Funny
No,
junk.
no,
Yeah,
No,
some of that stuff will get you in trouble. Listen, back in the day, they had some really graphic shit on there. I don't know if they're allowed that shit now, but I still remember.
I'm just noticing there's a line of tomatoes in the background.
Oh, that's that's our little Where's Waldo Easter egg. That's Swag Punch a Bitch.
Yeah,
Like-
you guys found them. Yeah.
Yeah, you found Swag Punch a Bitch. He's a little. So it's a pair.
Pumpkin D is nuts. Oh.
All right, let's see here. So who are your VTuber content creator inspirations?
I love the slide in of that question after a D's nuts joke. It's just like, anywho, ignoring that, here's a question for you.
I love him. Is he available on Friday evenings for some alcoholic beverages?
It's a woman. My coworker is a
Yes.
girl.
Okay.
I will ask.
Understood.
Oh God.
Unless you're talking about Razor, then I don't know how to answer that.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought she was. I thought she was.
Oh, it's. I think they're talking about Swag Punch a Bitch.
Swag Punch a Bitch. Hey, Swag Punch a Bitch, are you available Friday evening for some alcoholic beverages? That's my.
I guess I am.
My little.
He's currently between jobs right now. He's been between jobs for the past 4 years. He's available. He's available.
Can I out my friend's drink order? My friend's drink mixture, since she brought up alcoholic beverages on the weekend.
Oh no.
Am I allowed to? I am. Is that correct? I am.
I don't see anything wrong with it, Razor.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun time. I have to bring this up.
You'll pay for him sugar mommy time?
I have to bring it up every single time. It's the funniest shit ever to me.
Okay, oh no.
She calls it
I'm seeing an absolute not in chat, by the way.
Her freezer juice?
Her evil juice.
Her evil juice.
So, what's in it? Orb vodka, soju, Everclear, strawberry margarita, twisted tea, Smirnoff ice fruity drink, cranberry juice, and Sprite. And the ending message to this is, "This will kill you." That's her juice. That's
No
her
shit, that'll kill you.
I mean, I'll try anything once. I guess.
Oh my
We're
fucking.
talking to the same person who can probably not even, who's probably gone after like one, like a very small amount of vodka. Like,
That's a 3.0 recipe.
What? Wait, 3.0? Wait. There were several other versions of. You're on 5.0? What?
we need the 5.0.
You know what? You need to show her the tipsy bartender.
Alright.
She probably got her idea from the tipsy bartender on YouTube.
Alright, you know what? We should see if we can fund for the New Year stream, if we can fund getting that drink.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know what, Heavenly? You know what, Heavenly? I'm making it a thing that if on my subathon, if the Marvel Rivals thing gets unlocked, I'm adding it that you need to share the 5.0 drink recipe.
Oh dear fucking god! Like, did you get this idea from the tipsy bartender? Like, do you all know who the hell that guy is? He's this dude on YouTube, this African guy, and he makes like these fucking insane, quote unquote, cocktail mixtures. He takes these massive fucking Tupperware bins and he fills them with entire bottles of vodka and soda and gummy worms and all this other shit that would kill you. That would kill you. I remember Iron Mouse used to do reaction videos to that guy.
No,
Like, I'm
you're an alcoholic.
Like, I'm a massive lightweight. I'm just like, this stuff sounds terrifying to me.
Girl, I get you. I either drink like 1/3 to 1/2 of a twisted tea, and I get tipsy.
Oh,
The Jessinator is
thank you
now
for
following.
That's the thing. Like, seriously, like, it doesn't take much to like get me kind of like, you know, a little bit like you guys saw the New Year's stream. I got really messed up, and I didn't even
Worry.
have that much.
Would you like to join me for drunk karaoke if it gets unlocked? On my
Oh
server?
boy.
Ooh. I might be a little bit behind. You know what? Bet.
Awesome.
Oh no.
I'll let you know.
Oh no, the dragon wally's gonna get drunk again.
Drunk karaoke. That's gonna be fun.
Bet.
And I
Dear
forgot
God.
to answer the question because we went on a tangent of alcoholics.
It's
Uh-huh.
okay.
But to answer that, I don't look up to really many VTubers, but a content creator I look up to is the Sam and Colby duo.
Oh, those guys! I saw them on Joe Rogan.
Yeah. So I'm a huge paranormal believer kind of person. I'm one of
Ooh,
those
so
people
am
that-
I.
Yeah.
We should
How-
get you on for one of our ghost video watching streams.
Oh, I would love
Yes.
I do tarot readings, and actually I have an experience with somebody I used to know mother had to do a kind of not really exorcism, but something because I had like an attachment and had to get that off of me. And the end of it, there were 3 lines, 3 light like scratch marks down my back, straight down.
What the
That's
fuck?
Nobody touched me before or after that, and it's so hard to naturally do that to your own self.
What the fuck?
That's typically a sign of a demon in my
Yeah, demon or evil spirit of some kind.
So how I think I got that is for an entire summer of really awful fake friend of mine and I decided we're gonna use the Ouija board to fuck around and find out.
Oh, never do that.
Oh,
Never do
Never
that.
do it. Never do it to like, you know, never do it to just to mess around, especially like, geez. At least make sure you have the salt ready before doing that. Like, geez.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
make
for
it worse
real.
for you. I think she lied to me when she said the way to do it is to break the board and then separate the pieces all around.
Oh god.
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to burn it if something happens.
So that's what happened. And then for several years at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I would hear knocks at my window. I would hear what sounds like my name being called, and it was the creepiest time of my life.
Fuck that. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I've been there. I've been there on like
Been there, done
the
that.
whole, yeah, like I'm not I don't think I was the one that was attached to, but I had a family member who had something attached to it. Dad had to go and do an exorcism. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that shit.
Anywho, now I kind of have a small shrine to the Egyptian goddess Basset to protect my cats, my kitty. She has a small shrine, and ever since I've started worshipping her a little bit more heaven, like a little bit more hard, my life has been turning around, and it's fantastic. She has like a little tiny shrine, a bunch of little cat things on there. Like I
Wait,
like.
wait. Oh, you're supposed to draw the spirit back, then burn it. Okay. You just burn it, you trap the spirit here. And
So I fucked up my
Aw.
life for a bit. Whatever. But yeah, I like a lot of Sam and Colby's videos. I can't really watch them recently because they have like the really heavy YouTube persona guy kind of thing. But I know that they even admitted that
Ooh.
it's part of like their act that they do. But a lot of it they do is actual real stuff. It's just, you know, it's what YouTubers have to do nowadays.
They gotta be over the top and annoying.
personality. And it's really annoying.
That's like the
It
worst
is.
part about being a content creator in the modern age, honestly. Like,
They wa-
everybody's gotta do that cringe millennial humor now.
Like, hey kids, what's up? I'm gonna use this 1,000-degree knife on this beach ball. Skibbity Riz, Ohio, y'all.
Can I say, hot take? I think it's bullshit whenever people are saying, oh, to be popular or entertaining, you have to be talking constantly during your stream. Like, or whatever. It's like, yes, that helps, but there's always going to be quiet moments.
Mhm.
Even in movies and TV shows, there's going to be quiet moments. But the quiet moments brings the whole thing together. So I think it's bullshit. It's always like the copy and paste help things that piss me off. It's just like, oh, videos, like, obviously, but what if people don't have the time, money, or resources to do that? Oh, boost your personality to like tenfold. It's just like, what if these people don't have the energy or like, you know, the actual health to properly do it? So it's like, it also doesn't work for everybody. Like for me, even though I scream and yell a lot, I have times where I want to have it be comfy and cozy and calming and being like, hey, I'm working on something, you work on something with me too. Like, it doesn't always have to be like big expressive energy, and I
No.
hate that it's gone down to that way. Like it
it's terrible.
It puts everybody into the same box, and it's like it's hard to branch out from it because like there's people out there who are just naturally quiet, and there's people out there that just like naturally quiet people. And why do you think there's such a big fan of the community for like documentaries or like people who do video essays or people stuff like that? Because that's what they like. Not everybody
One of
has
the biggest
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the biggest things I don't like about that, like the way that like they kind of, it ends up creating this sameness to everyone.
It does.
It's really frustrating. I like it because like after a while, everybody just starts blending together, and you don't really end up with anything.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I'll have quiet moments in
Like,
my streams, but like, it's mostly
like, I'm gonna be
because.
honest with you. Oh, sorry. The vast majority of content creators I see do not stand out to me.
No, I agree. 100% agree. That's why I can't watch very many VTubers, because like it's all like the same thing. Like there's a difference between being boring to watch and like having good pacing. And if you tell content creators they have to be on top of their game, constantly talking, all this kind of stuff, it's going to burn them out. But if you let them naturally lead their stream how they want, it will lead to a better, successful future. It helps them explore. Like, okay, so I'm gonna toggle on. This answers a couple of the questions that you had on there. Like, which one? Like goals, and goals was one of them, I think, and why I'm redebuting. So I'm just going to go ahead and answer that because it follows along with this topic conversation. So
Well, that's fun.
a reason why I'm re-debuting is the current model that you see on the screen and the current brand I was going for didn't fit for my aspirations of what I wanted, and a lot of it was me trying to fit in instead of trying to take who I was and my own personality and showing that and making it loud and clear that this is who I am, so you better fucking accept me. So I learned from putting my foot down with people and standing up for myself and figuring out what I actually liked, that I like being loud, I like being annoying, I like, you know, causing arguments for fun. And like, people are always you hear a lot of people being like, oh, don't do that, it's going to ruin it, but it's just like, it's funny and people like it. And it's just like, as soon as I started doing more of that, it's like things started picking up a little bit. It's like you have to take yourself out of what people want you to do and start doing what you actually want to do. And it's hard to do, and it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of commitment and energy and time and research into your own self. But as soon as you do that soul searching and you find yourself, just things start clicking into place. And as soon as things started clicking, I realized I didn't want to have more of like the girly kind of persona. I wanted to have more of like that grown tomboy kind of persona, like the one who is willing to, I don't know, loud and annoying. That's who I am. I don't consider it annoying, but a lot of people would probably consider it annoying. But you know, people like it. People will like you for you. You just got to find who you are and just go for it. Stop ignoring the advice on Twitter. Twitter people suck.
They do.
Like, remove yourself from that.
My
Find who you are.
Twitter
go
is
for
still
it.
perfectly curated. I haven't received any advice on anything in the past
Good.
2 years.
I had to rebrand. What was it after? Well, not necessarily that I had to, but I wanted to. It was like about a year
The
and a
day I broke
half.
away from.
It was like a year and a half. I started out originally as a. I was more of a, not necessarily a religious themed VTuber, but I was a. So I was like big into like the.
Templar.
Yeah, I was big into the Crusader memes, but I also
I'll be
liked a lot
honest,
of science fiction.
I liked it. Anyways.
Yeah, but the thing was, my personality didn't fit the character because, you know, Crusaders are supposed to be like more wholesome. They're supposed to be more, well, yeah, they're all like, oh, Deus Vult and killing everything that, you know, doesn't get on their knees and pray. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I swore too much. I had very dirty humor. You know, it just didn't match that type of character. And then, like, you know, I had some people who actually told me they didn't like the whole religious theme because it put them off. So I was like, fuck it. I have a military background. I'm like, I'm going to make the character fit my military background and, you know, incorporate things that are more me into the character.
Oh, I absolutely 100% understand what you mean by that.
Yeah.
In
Ever
some
since
way, though, I feel like I don't think you're always going to find yourself completely whenever you, when you start.
It takes a lot of trial and error. Like, I'm never gonna forget the days where I first started and it was still pigtail VTuber, but black hair, same purple eyes. Like, it's still the same kind of ideas and everything, but it's more fleshed out. You're never gonna understand what happens, and I wish I went along with the thing where I got like a pre-made model and I stuck with that. Like, I think people really need to you don't need to get like a big expensive VTuber model or anything of the sorts right off the bat. And I wish that's something I realized, but I was so caught up in what people expected people to be like, you know, you gotta have a model that's created for you, perfect for you. You gotta have like lore. You gotta have everything like this saturated. I'm like, what if I don't want lore?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You want to hear a hot take? You want to hear a hot take about VTubers or my opinion?
Go ahead.
Real hot take. Nobody gives a shit about your lore.
No, nobody really pays attention to the lore. They pay attention to your content.
Nobody does. Like, even with HoloLive girls, they don't pay attention to lore. They pay attention to the person.
You can try to make something out of it. Make something tangible out of it if you're gonna do anything with it. You know what I mean? But don't don't you freaking talk about the lore streams and this and that and this. Like you have these people with like 8 pages of freaking lore that nobody cares about.
The only way I think you could make the lore fit is if you have the time and the energy and everything to make videos relating to the lore. Like your model fits the lore. Like you know what your lore is, and you know it's part of your stream. It's part of the character. If you're playing a character, that makes sense. But if you, it's just like you don't need lore. That's the one thing that I realized, that you don't need lore. Like 99% of the time, people are just gonna look at you, be like, oh, cute anime girl or cute anime boy model. Oh, they have a funny personality. I like that. I want to stick. The lore is a bonus, honestly, to some people. The lore is a bonus, but it's not what people are going for. People
No,
are
they
going
go
you.
for what kind of games you play, what kind of personality you have, the jokes you make.
The lore is a bonus. People who like lore, they'll like the lore. They'll want to go invest into it, but most of the time they're there for you. So it's best to, in my opinion, that's why I dropped any ideas of lore, because that's what people are always just like, oh, lore, 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 lore. Here's the lore, my character. Here's the lore, my character. I'm just like, what if I just want to yell and scream and just be fucking annoying and like not have a care in the world? Like my lore is the fact that I want to have a community where people can feel welcome and open, where they can go in there, find their people and their friends, and just start living again. That's my lore. My lore is the Menhera K movement of start paying attention to people who are actually struggling, goddammit, and stop ignoring it. Like this falls back into people who use it for attention. I feel like a lot of people who use these things for attention didn't have the chance to actually talk about what was going on with them, and they just shoved it deep inside, and they created all these bad negative things, and they started hurting other people, and those people started hurting other people, and then it comes into a cycle. It's just like, moral of the thing, you don't need lore. You don't need a big fancy model right off the bat. You're fine with just a pre-made model. You don't really need like emojis either. In fact, there's like free to use emoji faces out there. You can like take those and you can like draw your character over it until you can get the money for it. Overlays, there's tutorials on how to do that. There's a free program called Krita. It's model right off the bat. You can create kind of your own. I had to do that. I had to create my own overlays. I had to create my own emojis. I had to do my own art pieces for a while, and it burnt me out. It's like, advice I would give to myself back then is just take it slow. Like instead of spending money on those things, just get a free pre-made model, or spend the money on a pre-made model or a customizable model that you like, and just start there. Figure out what you want. Get your foot in the door, and then go from there. And oh my god, I'm going off on a tangent.
Okay.
No, you're fine. No. This is good advice. Because I did the same shit. I learned how to make my own model.
I want to say, take it from somebody who has spent over $3,000 on a VTuber model.
Yikes! Gee, was that much? I thought it was $2,000.
Well, that was like, you know, a combination of a few things. There were design fees along other things. There was a lot of additional stuff that I didn't consider when I was originally getting the commission done.
Yeah.
It is not an investment. I'm sure that's probably been beaten into people's heads at this point, but it is not an investment.
I'm gonna say
I made my money back. Sure. At this point, I can probably say fairly definitively, I've probably cumulatively made enough money through VTubing to where I can probably say I've made my money back on the model.
I'm gonna say what.
But at the same time,
Before I get.
it's very easy to end up messing yourself up.
It's very easy to forget who you actually are and why you started things this for. Like.
Anyways, Razor, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. No, but I was gonna say, like, there was a Rev Says Desu video a long time ago where he went on for a good, like, half hour giving advice for VTubers, and one of the things was he was saying, and this is good advice, if you want to see if you like streaming first before you really get into it, don't wait till a debut, do a couple practice streams, use a PNG or something simple, just something as like a fill-in. and see if you like it. Make sure you have the right equipment. Make sure your internet speeds are working right, and you know how to have the right settings for OBS before you really dive into it. And even then, I wouldn't recommend personally you dumping money into a Vtuber model. I made the mistake of paying someone else $500 for a Vtuber model. I ended up not liking the model, right? I ended up liking the theme I was going with, so I wasted $500. What I had to do for the rebrand, I taught myself how to edit textures. I taught myself how to put together 3D assets I found off at Booth and other sites. And I learned how to use Unity and put it all together. And this is what I got now right in front of you. This is the current iteration of what I've been doing on my own. And honestly, looks a lot better than half the shit that you know, people start out with for free, or you know, people who get scammed on Fiverr. You know.
One thing I can say I did seriously do right when I was doing all of my when I was getting into VTubing.
Mm-hmm.
I waited until a year and before I spent copious amounts of money on a model.
I guess you can kind of say I'm doing a similar thing. I have a VTuber model in the works of a
Yeah.
style I like, a design I like. It's there, but there's an artist I really, really want that I feel like would be perfect for what I am doing. But then again, even if you commission some artists, you have that fear of like, what if they don't do it right? What if you like their style, but it doesn't fit with what you had in with your design? That's always a
Right.
big fear. And then you just drop money, and then it's yeah.
Okay, there's a thing right there I should also like to say. If you are gonna be serious about it and you're gonna be spending a lot of money on a model, most important thing, more important than the model itself, get a ref sheet made.
Oh yeah. That's something I wish I did too, because if I got a reference, if I got a design, if I paid somebody for a design, I 100% believe I could have gotten something more that I probably actually wanted. Instead of like going with the flow, not putting my foot down, just saying yes, I'll take this, instead of being like, actually no, I don't feel comfortable with this being on there. Or another reason why I'm going with
alongside that, put your foot down. Like
yeah.
Like seriously, I know it's very easy to be like, you know, I don't want to, I don't like it or anything like that. No, you gotta remember, like, you're spending money on this, and generally speaking, artists are willing to do it. A good artist gives you room to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't send you the rough draft and say, all right, so this is what we're gonna go for, and then we just move on to the main thing. They're sending you that so that you can critique it, so that you can say what you do like, what you don't like.
It's
all that.
It's something I had to learn, being like, hey, I prefer it being done this way, or hey, can we do it this way instead? Because it's one thing you have to learn, including if you're a content creator or you're doing an art form, you got to learn to speak up for yourself and be like, hey, this is not what I wanted, this is not what I envisioned. Like, can we do a different thing? Can we start doing it this way? I want it to look more like this. Like, some artists might get annoyed with you, but those are not artists that you should probably go for a commission if they're not willing to work with you. Like, they're the ones getting paid for the work. If it's different when it says in their TS and after, like, you know, certain many revisions, like 3 major revisions.
Oh yeah, and most of them are gonna give you like, they'll give you a limit, like, you know, like maybe like 30 revisions or something like that. But like, you know, that's just because they don't want to end up getting bogged down doing endless revisions because somebody's indecisive.
That somebody being indecisive, yeah, I would have them pay a little bit more, because it's like, I've already drawn this multiple different times in a row. But somebody who's just like, hey, I'm unsure how I feel about, you know, this being like this. I'm not very comfortable with my model having, you know, for example, a skirt or such shorts. Can we make them longer? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, absolutely. I understand. I want you to be comfortable with your own model. This represents you. Like,
and then
go ahead.
Then I'm on the opposite end of that. You know, It gotta be shorter, like, come on.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm guessing you like feeling small then, Shiori? Do you like being picked up? Do you want to be picked up, waved around, and thrown into the sun? Is that what you
dear
want,
God.
sweetheart? I can do that for you if you would like.
Someone needs to do art of Shira getting eaten into the sun by Mira. That would be very funny.
Drop kick.
Oh dear God.
Anyways. Yeah,
Do
but
not
one of the
Mara
most
think she's
important
a
things
top.
is
I know I'm
when-
not a top, Heavenly. I know I'm a
when
switch.
you're-
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, but one thing when you're trying to make your
Do not
puzzle
mirror
and all that, though, it's very important to know what you want going in.
Yes.
Also,
That's
Shira, I
one thing I
noticed.
wish I told myself.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Shira, I noticed the shared chat thing is not working.
No?
No.
Yeah, I noticed this. Well, I don't know what to do about this. I'm on it. But it's being weird.
Yeah.
Do you want me to just exit and then we'll try it again, or?
You know, at this point, this shit doesn't even work. Don't even bother.
Hey, did you put it in rice first?
No. What?
Did you turn it on and off?
Oh dear God.
If I ever actually let loose, Mira would fold. Do it then. Let yourself loose. Let me fold then.
Okay, so I guess it says you gotta
Try
start
me.
the session. I don't know.
I mean, I've used Rice for like Bluetooth earpieces, though. That shit works really well.
You wanna know something? I'm good with my electronics. I've never had to use rice.
Yeah, but every now and then, Shira, sometimes an accident happens. You can be as careful as you want, and maybe one day you trip, your phone falls out of your hands and into a puddle as it's raining.
I have had a cell phone my entire life, Razor. I was born staring at screens. I've
That
only
is a
destroyed
problem.
one device.
Can I, yeah, one time, you know, casually sitting on the toilet, I go to flush, my phone drops in there.
Oh no!
Ah, that's a nightmare scenario.
Oh, that's great.
That's a nightmare scenario.
I had a buddy of mine in the National Guard. He, he's what's called a fire control technician. He works on electronics and tanks, right? Well, one day, a tank was backing up out of the garage. He happened to be on his phone texting, and one of his buddies thought it was a smart idea to jump up behind him and try to scare him. He drops his phone. It flies out of his hands onto the pavement right as the tank is backing up, and the tank crushed his iPhone. He had to call up Verizon and say, hey, I need a new phone. Mine's broken. They're like, can you save the chip in your phone and tell me the make and model? He's like, it got run over by a tank. But can you still check for the make and model and the number? Ran over by a fucking tank.
Tiananmen Square Corps? Were they trying to copy?
I don't know.
We need to have that be an actual a meme on us, the Tiananmen Square Corps, just running random stuff over with tanks.
Winnie the Pooh won't be very happy. I'll tell you
No.
that.
I still remember
That's gotta be the new YouTube
when-
tag, Tiananmen Square Corps. What happens if we run over this with a tank?
Do you all remember when Blizzard pulled that bullshit? Everybody, like that guy who was supporting Taiwan, he said, oh, support Taiwan, revolution of our time. And they took his prize money from him, or not Taiwan, I'm sorry, Hong Kong, I'm an idiot. He was like, free Hong Kong, revolution of our time. And, sorry, I don't know why the fuck I was mistaken. Anyway, he said, free Hong Kong.
Razor, it's an honest mistake because they're kind of in the same
Not all.
area.
It's
but-
not an honest mistake.
I mean, that's China competing for them. So
Look, it's
anyway.
it's like saying free Tibet. You know, it's like
Well, anyway, it was saying free Hong Kong, and then like Blizzard's like, yeah, we're taking your prize money from you, and then fucking so many people were so angry at Activision Blizzard. There were people who showed up to BlizzCon not to fucking participate in any of the activities, but they showed up dressed up as Winnie the Pooh in protest.
I love protests like that. I love that.
no joke. I was actually considering buying Overwatch when it was announced for the Switch. Then that happened.
Yeah, and you're like, no. And what's funny is the Epic Games, who are pretty much owned by fucking China, said, yeah, we're not going to censor people because they want to support Hong Kong.
Reminds me of Genshin's problem with whitewashing cultures. The silence is loud.
I don't know what exactly.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Is this a rabbit hole that okay?
All I know is that I know people have been talking about it. And people have talked about the stuff that Genshin, has done.
Yeah.
I know Genshin definitely gets a lot of heat thrown at it for stuff like that, but
I know MiHoYo has been on a lot of shit for a while there.
I'm not very familiar with Genshin because I'll be honest with you, I tend to try to avoid a lot of stuff like that because it's like, I try not. I typically want to try to avoid supporting stuff like that because I don't really want to support the Chinese government in any way, and there's stuff involved with this stuff. It's very complicated.
Let's just say their new region, Natlin, is based off of the Ring of Fire or African, Mayan, Hawaiian cultures. And the one called the People of the Springs, that's based off of Hawaii, they literally have it be a vacation spot.
Oh no.
Let's just start with that.
Okay, I can kind of see where we're getting at with this one.
But I will leave it at that because MiHoYo fans get crazy. So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I've seen how crazy they can get.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anywho,
yeah, we should probably move on to the other questions. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't even know. We were like off the fucking rails with this one. So
You know what? It's a fun stream.
what are your preferred games to stream?
I like to play a lot of like puzzle or rhythm games. I like to pride myself on that if somebody just throws me a rhythm game, I can usually figure out the mechanics in 30 minutes to an hour, and then I can end up playing like hard to expert level songs after like another 2 to 3 hours. Because I played so fucking many. It starts off the Love Life School Idol Festival rhythm game. That was a gotcha game at the same time. That's where my addiction started. That's where my gambling problems started.
My
I'm not gonna lie.
condolences.
And then I got into other rhythm games, and then I started playing them at the arcade, and I started playing other ones. The only game that I hate right now is Osu. That one gives me a fucking headache. It's like you don't need to have like 10 million circles and stuff that you need to click. Like that ruins the thing of the game. Like I understand there's really hard levels and stuff like that. People get way too competitive over it.
If you're not playing that game with a drawing tablet, you're playing it wrong. I'm sorry.
I could play 4-star songs with just a mouse, Shiori. Get on my level.
Jesus, I was never good at rhythm games because my hand-eye coordination is ass.
You know what? Just put your eyes in some like I'm gonna make the joke again. Put your eyes in some rice and turn them on and off.
Is that your answer for everything? Just put it in rice.
You know, there's a drug.
Better.
There's a drug that the doctors will give you if like your heart rate's really bad. That'll just straight up turn it off and then back on again.
What the fuck?
Hey, Razor, you should get on those.
No, no, no. I have my family has a history of heart
I can't remember what
conditions.
it's
No.
called. I can't wait.
You don't hear me opening up stuff right now. You don't hear it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry. We're chill. We're chill.
Don't worry. I can hear you open up the bag of cocaine.
It's actually Ferrero Rocher chocolate thing.
Oh, I fucking love those chocolates. What kind?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the chocolate truffles? You know, the round chocolate balls with the nuts in them?
I think so. It has the gold wrapping.
Yes, that one. Yes, chocolate truffles. I fucking love those things.
My mom got me some for Valentine's Day.
I love those.
Those things are great. I fucking love those things. The center of it,
I don't think it's Parvatan. I can't remember what it specifically is.
the crunchy little center of it, like it kind of reminds me. It's that type of crunchy we get from like an ice cream cone. You know, like when you get to the end of the cone, where all the ice cream is like sitting at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about?
Hear me out. The drumstick ice cream things that you can get from the grocery store.
Yes.
That have the tiny little chocolate at the bottom around the wafer, and it tastes heavenly.
Ooh.
The
I
silence is loud.
need to use the
No.
restroom real quick.
Oh no, it's okay, Shiroi.
Girl,
Why you go away? Oh my god.
girl, don't fall into the toilet.
Don't.
Shiroi litter box time.
Don't fry that chicken.
Make sure you clean it up after you're done using it. I don't want to scoop the poop.
Oh my fucking god. You know, it's actually funny. There was a school district that actually, out in fucking Utah, that had litter boxes for the students.
You're fucking with
No, I'm not fucking with you. There's a fucking school district in Utah that was catering to furries. It got so bad, actual furries fucking showed up and protested and said, hey, I'm a furry and all, but this is stupid.
Thank you.
Hey, Shadow Wolf. And none of you motherfuckers... Yes, actual furries fucking protested against that shit.
There's a difference between being mentally ill and thinking you are those animals,
Yes.
and just dressing up in a dog fursuit because you think it's funny.
Well, here's the thing, alright? It's one thing to be a furry. I think it's worse if you're an otherkin. Have you ever heard of an otherkin?
I was so mentally ill that I thought I was a Therian for a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
I know a lot about this, actually.
Okay, have you heard about how like there's different types? There's like the fiction kin, then there's the death kin. Oh, hey, Faye, thanks for the raid.
Yep. I know about this. And I am ashamed of myself for being a part of that. But then again, I was very mentally ill. So I don't blame myself, but I shame myself.
Yeah.
And even while I was doing part of that community, I was ashamed of myself still.
I mean, we've all done we've all done dumb shit.
You know
I
what
mean-
animal I thought?
What?
Snow leopard.
Oh boy, there's a friend of mine that's Snow Leopard VTuber. I should introduce you to him.
I love snow leopards. They're so cute.
He got mad when I told him, you know, in the furry community, right? The snow leopards are like the really flamboyant ones.
Okay. I'm back.
Hey, Shiroi.
Hey, Shiori, did you clean up the litter box after you were done?
Yeah.
Did you do the bathroom spray in there to make sure it smells nice too after?
Oh god. I always spray the bathroom after I use it.
Make sure you turn the fan on too. We don't want the stinks to be in there.
Oh my.
Try not to think too much about it. Anyways.
Y'all are my victims
Also, yes,
today.
adenosine. That was the name of it. It's adenosine.
Adenosine.
Yeah, it
Oh, that's the heart restart meds.
Yes.
Those things are.
It transfers. It transfers the heart rate to everybody who's administering the drug.
That's crazy. Speaking of that,
because
crazy.
Ugh.
There's a group on Instagram. There are these two funny ass men who one of them Japanese, the other one I don't fucking know what he is, but they're asking questions about Japanese, and he's just like, for example, what does senpai actually mean? And he goes, Sugi senpai. And just dumb wisecrack shit. Like one of them was like, what does this kanji read? And it was ba, and I was like, place. What is this? Basho, place. And what is this other one? Also place.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Like 8 different kanji meaning the same thing.
Place equals place. Then he goes, apple place, pineapple place, pen pineapple, apple place.
What?
Yes.
And then every single kanji after that is KYS.
Another funny thing is he just like, oh, because Kyle and Frog apparently the same thing. It's Kairu. So he's just like, how do you say Kyle? How do you say Kyle wants to get a frog, but also wants to be a frog, or change into a frog? And he just creates a tongue twister for the dude. It's the most insane
What?
shit I have ever seen. Hold on, Razor. Let me find a video of this for you.
All right, I'm gonna have to pull this up on stream now. Okay, let me get the video, the not the video capture, the window capture.
It's on Instagram. They're on. I'll see if I can find them elsewhere. But these guys make my day. Every single time I see them, I'm just like, y'all are hilarious. It's real Japan. Linktree. Yes, they have a YouTube channel.
Oh, I love the YouTube channels where like you got like a Japanese guy who knows English talking about like just funny parts about the language and the culture. It's a fun time. It's a very fun time.
Here's the Kairu Kai something whatever the fuck. It drives me crazy. These guys are fucking hilarious to me.
Let me see. Go down to this video. Okay. So me to capture. All right, here we go.
Have fun.
Oh, I just have it where it captures like everything we have.
Why is the? Oh, that's right, because I turned down my headphones. Because Discord was so loud that my mic was picking it up.
Okay, there you go.
Oh wait, fuck, audio's not coming up. Give me a moment. Here we fucking go.
Are you playing it on your?
Wait, what the fuck? God. Sorry, OBS is being a piece of shit right now.
Did you turn it on and off again? Did you put it in race?
Oh my god. Give me a moment. Okay. I fucking hate this. I fucking hate this bullshit.
That was such a peak Japanese language moment. Oh my god.
Alright, I'll try this again. Why is the audio not being picked up?
So is that the Japanese equivalent of? Is that the Japanese equivalent of buffalo, 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 buffalo?
Or seashells down by the seashore.
Well, no, the buffalo one is mostly just making a ton of fun about the that is a grammatically correct sentence in English. That is.
My
Why
favorite thing about
is
these
this
videos
shit?
is how Sugi, you see his eyes light up in joy and the smile on his face about he's about to just cause some absolute chaos.
I'm a bitch. I
Yeah,
can't
you
get this
just.
shit to
The
work.
most important thing to remember: every language is terrible.
Anywho, I sent you another link to one of my favorite ones. It's
I can't get the fucking audio to work.
turn
I
it
just
on and off
have the.
again.
I gave up on the nested audio stuff a long time ago, Razor.
It's just that fucking OBS is a piece of shit program. Alright, here we go. I think I can do it now. Here we go.
Alright, let's see here. Ipki. I don't know.
Ipiki,
Is the audio not fucking coming up?
Hey Shiori, I have something for you. Actually, no,
Oh my
Razor,
god.
I have
Oh my
something
god.
for you.
Okay, so only
I
the.
hate counting. I hate numbers.
Oh, I think I know why. Oh, motherfucker. Where is it? It's because I had the browser volume turned down. Like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry for the volume mixing issues.
No, you're good. No worries. You're fine.
What the fuck is this shit?
Meow 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 meow.
You'd
Meow
think
meow meow
it could
meow
be
meow
better
meow
at
meow
listening
meow 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 meow
when
meow 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 meow.
you'd think it.
You
Yeah,
think?
I kind of had no. I didn't. There.
Huh?
I don't know.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Another one, huh? Nami.
Why the fuck?
I love Nami.
Alright.
My second wife.
I'm not very good at listening whenever I hear Japanese being spoken.
Alright, let me fucking try this shit again.
Meow 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 meow.
I'm at like that perfect middle stage where like the basics are too basic for me to go back to. But like anything above that is too much for me.
Mara has 2 hands. Me. You forget I also have 2 feet too.
That's very awkward.
Hey, Audrey.
Require a lot of flexibility, you know.
What? Like, all of a sudden
Try again. Now
now.
that there'll be problems. You forget I have 2 feet as well. I also have 2
I am
hands.
so sorry,
Getting the
everybody.
reps in is very difficult, and making sure those reps actually count is even harder.
I also have 2 butt cheeks as well. Those can be held by whoever wants to hold them.
Wait, what?
There's also something.
Why is the audio not showing up?
Bottom wives lick the feet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's where Heavenly is gonna go. Heavenly's gonna go to the feet.
Wait, what?
I want to stress. I hate the number, like how to, counting stuff in Japanese.
Ichi, ni, san, gon, ka, roku, nana,
No,
hachi,
no,
kyu?
no. That's easy. That's easy. But when you have to like throw a little bit in there to specify what the like the specific shape and stuff of it.
Like ippon, ippiki, itto.
Yes.
Yeah.
That kills me.
Or how everything is the same word.
Also, they talked about stun lock. What do you mean? What?
Okay,
Never
why?
Shiori stun locked like that? What do you mean? Shiori was stun locked?
Why is this shit not working?
Just move on from it, Razor. You can watch the video on your own time.
Oh, I know, no, I know that, but I'm also now the background music's not working anymore.
At this point, it's a matter of pride.
I get it. No, I don't. The wife foot joke. Hey, Shiori, do you want to be my third wife and hold my foot?
Gonna pass on that one.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, then I'll have Heavenly move to my foot so you can take my other hand.
I think this is one of the more stranger conversations I've been a part of.
Stranger, you
It's a
forgot how
very strange conversation.
You forget how I was talking to Shiori about making sure she cleans the litter box.
Yeah, that is true.
So, you know,
He's what it is.
it is what it is. You do what you do. You become one with everybody and everything, and you. I'm just gonna stop right there before I go on a.
I don't know why it be
Yeah.
like that, but it do.
It be like that. It do. It do.
Let's see, why is this shit?
She did tell me what she tells friends to do with the official towel. Yes.
Yeah, gooning to the towel, I believe it was, yeah.
Yep. So, one of the things, since I feel like a month of full-on fucking streaming, my first place reward is I will commission somebody to make a little chibi clay figure of my character, and I will have it ship it to the winner. And
Oh no, don't put it in a fucking jar.
yeah, you beat me to it.
Do not put it in a fucking jar, please no.
So does the jar come with, or?
Oh, funny enough, one of the new merch things is actually a jar cup that has my logo on it.
Of course.
You can have a lid with a straw. So
Oh my
put the
fucking
chibi
god.
clay figure in there, fill her up, and then feed it to somebody. There
Oh dear
I
fucking
think
god.
out of mason jars is absolute just peak redneck. I love it.
Dear fucking god.
I mean, you can do the wine glass too if you would like. There's no lid for that, but you know, let it get all crusty and moldy in there, you know.
Northerners, they think they're too good to drink out of the mason jar.
I love how you guys are finding different ways to shift the conversation over.
They gotta drink out of their glasses.
I mean, we've
Then they appropriate the iced tea, acting like they invented it.
Have you invented D's nuts though?
God. Dear fucking god.
What state you were born in, I guess. I don't know.
State the situation of D's nuts.
Do you remember when there was a kid running for president named D's Nuts, and you had idiots on TV fucking debating?
D's nuts?
That just didn't make any sense.
You're okay. No, whatever. You just don't want it to make sense because you don't want to be D's nutted. That's it.
Oh my god, 12 months quality, jeez.
Jesus Christ, that's quite a while.
That's the whale for you.
Oh, we love quality around here. Quality's great.
Yeah, Quality pops in my streams every now and then. He's also...
What about the quality of D's nuts?
We did walk right into that one, not gonna lie.
My
Walked
God.
into that one.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be suffering from ligma.
I got nothing to say here. We did walk into that one.
Nothing to say about these nuts.
It could be worse. You could be suffering from
Now
ligma.
you're trying to force it.
Ligma balls.
Now you're just trying to force it like that very fine gentleman behind you.
Forcing on these nuts. Well, hold on. Forcing yourself on these nuts. There we go. Stop.
Sir, there's been a second D's joke.
There's been more than a second one. Have you been listening? Have I killed Razor with the epitome of these nuts jokes?
No, I'm just fixing audio issues.
Nice.
And OBS is just being a piece of shit. I'm just gonna be alright. Well, I'm just gonna have no background music from my end.
Yippee.
Dang, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. It's just OBS is a shit fucking program, and I think anybody who's done streaming can agree. Because sometimes this OBS just doesn't want to work. I stopped using game capture because game capture don't work for me anymore. I use window capture.
I mean, sometimes it takes like forever to get the game capture loading.
So freaking weird.
I don't know what you guys are talking about with having problems with OBS. The most problems I have with OBS is getting them to properly capture what I want them to capture on time. But other than that, I haven't really had many issues.
I don't really have too many issues with it myself these days.
I don't know,
The most important rule of OBS: never update.
Yes, never update. Never fucking do that, because when you do, that's when the problems start.
Yeah, like you find you find one good version, and that's it.
Pretty much. No, but my issue is sometimes it just doesn't choose to capture certain things, so like audio capture won't work, video capture won't work.
I have that same exact problem.
Yeah. And right now, a lot of the audio channels are just deciding not to work at all, altogether now.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna ask it. You ready?
Put it in rice.
Ask it. Yeah. There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
We love silence.
Nah, you're fine. You're fine.
With your points. What redeems? I'm gonna take a look.
A lot of it is just sign my petition in 3 different ways, and then a redeem to make her say rar, and then a hydrate, and a posture check, and a stretch.
Well, there you go. Say roar.
Bye.
But hey, guess what? Do it again.
Okay. Well, you just put me on the spot now, jeez.
Do it.
I've been trying to get her to use tits, but she doesn't want to.
What?
Twitch integrated throwing system.
I don't know. It's too much stuff, and alongside that, you gotta keep in mind, I'm also on like 4 different platforms.
Fair enough.
So that like automatically makes everything more complicated. I don't want to end up adding a bunch of redeems that can only be used on a single platform that, in all honesty, I'm trying to distance myself from.
I get it. There's no
When people ask, why do I not have more Twitch redeems? That is why I don't have more Twitch redeems.
Honestly, Twitch could be a better platform, but they chose not to.
Pretty much. I'm gonna be honest with you. YouTube ain't great either. YouTube and Twitch are both fucking terrible in their own way.
And I would move to Kick, but the thing is with Kick is that the community there can be toxic as fuck.
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, this is they had Johnny Smiley for how long before they finally dropped him?
On Kick, and I gotta be honest with you, the community's not really toxic, but at least in my experience, it's mostly just bots. It's
A lot of
like
bots.
80% bots.
It is
So many
about, there is a
bugs.
bot
I hate
problem.
it.
Anywho, what's somebody's astrology sign?
Which one? We talking Chinese zodiac, or we talking about we talking about like?
Cancer, Shiori. That makes sense.
I'm a Taurus.
Taurus. I'm a Gemini.
Yeah, that's why I don't say I'm a Cancer. I just say I'm Cancer.
Actually, let me see. What the fuck? You know, every time I tell people I'm a Taurus, like, oh, so you're quick to anger. I'm like, eh.
All right, Chinese zodiac, go.
Sheep.
Tiger.
You're a sheep.
No.
Razor, you're. Oh, I'm a snake.
That's
You.
deep. There's a very deep irony to that, Razor.
Yeah. Oh, shut up.
An extremely deep irony to that.
Kick was the first time I saw someone in chat try to be.
Kick was the first time I saw someone in chat try to be rude to me. I guess, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It was weak sauce. Barely felt it.
The funny thing to me is people thinking that they can come up onto people's streaming, like any streamer's chat and be rude. It's just like you realize there's an easy ban button, right?
Yeah.
For me, I just like one thing I don't even really like. I'll be honest. When that person was being rude, I wasn't even really thinking of banning them.
Was that the guy that popped in your chat and said, "Are you a femboy?" And when you said no, they left?
No. That was just a funny situation. I will forever look at that and just think to myself, dang. It's the one that got away right there.
The one that got away. I've had people come into my chat and get mad at me for playing a game wrong, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. Does your mother not love you enough? Are you coming over here to let out your anger? I'm so sorry. Anywho, shut the fuck up. You have no rights here. And then they get even more pissed off, and it's so funny. And it's just like, you realize there's an easy ban button. I'm just entertaining you because I think this is funny. Like,
Right.
people think it's all right. More advice time. People who I don't think every single bad interaction needs to be shared on Twitter. It's just like it's an easy like just ban them. If you're having like a bad time with them, just ban them.
I never understood the people who screen cap like the harassment DMs and then share it. It's like you're giving the person what they want.
Yeah. You're giving them a platform.
I will forever cherish my first hate DM.
What was your first hate DM?
I'm not saying who it was, but I got a hate DM a while back.
From who? From what?
Request. I refuse to delete the request.
Do you look back at it and read it and just like, yeah, okay.
What the fuck was it? Like, what do they say?
Just show your face, you ugly loser, or something like that. And I'm just like,
I do remember the one time you responded to that tweet about like anime women being like real popular, and you said 3D women are gross, and then someone said to you, "Could you, for one, step outside of your ejaculatorum?" I'm like, what the fuck is an ejaculatorum? Like, the fuck is that?
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. But yeah, Twitter people, y'all need to touch grass. You like talk about everything and think everything is a big problem when in reality most of it you just solve behind closed doors. Like, grow up. Like, this isn't high school anymore.
You don't need to take shit public. You really don't.
somebody goes to me more than once. Like, if they're gonna go and harass me, maybe I'll ban them or like I'll block them. I don't block people though.
Oh, okay.
It is about being the bigger person. You know, there's people out there of these block lists. I want to do my best to have a block list with no one on it.
You know.
You You could have kept the clapping going just a little bit longer to make it like even more awkward. Nah, it's run.
You know.
Oh, speaking of bots, I just got a bot that just automatically got banned.
Let's go, bots.
And
Basically.
one person responded to the clapping plap.
Plap, 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 plap. That means you need to get your head out of the gutter.
Get pregnant.
Oh, dear
Is that
fucking
what you
god.
want, Shiori? I could try to help you with that.
Oh, no.
I don't think there's much you can do to do that, but
We can try.
Oh, dear god.
Twitter people need to cease to exist. Most of people on there are lonely and bored with their lives and think that if they just get mad at things and their life is worth it. It's just like, honey, not everything is needing like a 12-page document about how this person said you're stinky.
oh god, like, people tend to like really.
I had someone.
A little bit out there, like kind of go a bit crazy when it comes to drama.
I had someone fucking tell me to delete myself because I fucking didn't like a particular celebrity for what they were doing in public.
That's back to K-pop fans. K-pop fans will do that to you. If you're just like,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
like Blackpink, they get pissed off at you. If you say, oh yeah, anybody other than BTS paved the way, they get pissed off at you. Like, I'm sorry. Hot take to the BTS fans. BTS did not pave the way. The groups that did pave the way are the first generation groups and Psy. Psy with Gangnam Style. Thank you very much. Drop mic. Shut the fuck up, BTS fans.
I feel like any mention of Gangnam Style would end badly, but
well, let's be honest. It's what opened the doors to a lot of Korean media and food and stuff like that. So it's just like
it did.
You can't say BTS paved the way because honestly, Psy did, and then BTS pushed it more. They paved more of the way, but they did not start the paving of the way.
You know, it's like how Annoying Orange paved the way for VTubers. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I took that and pushed it more.
Oh yeah, didn't Kizunai return recently?
And just stole Annoying Orange's thing. Disgusting.
Didn't she recently make a resurgence or some shit I've been seeing on Twitter?
I'll be honest, the Kizunai situation confuses me. Apparently, there's been 3 people who've played who've been Kizunai at some point.
It's because
and I don't know what's going on.
I think it's because the original actress needed to take a huge break, but now she's actually back and returned.
Oh, the original Kizunai.
Okay, so the original Kizunai, okay.
Yes. And apparently she just needed to take like a huge break or something, like she was burnt out. And I'm like, I don't blame you. A lot of people will burn out from doing this kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, you will. Content creation? Hell yeah.
It's hard doing it on the lower, like on the low end, you know, like where it's just like, you know, where you're like kind of a nobody and nobody really cares. And really, the only drama you make is drama you make yourself, because nobody's watching, you know. I can't imagine how it must be on the upper end of it, though. You know.
I know it's
probably
like
really hard.
Like where you got like all these people that are constantly at your throat.
And it's like if we do one wrong thing, they're gonna try to, you know, cut your balls off or something.
Not seriously. I can't imagine how to be a deal with.
Like, I know a lot of people get onto like bigger creators about like not listening to smaller creators or like trying to hang out with them, but it also kind of makes sense at the same time. Like they've probably been through a lot of shit where they had to like deal with people using them for whatever.
I'm gonna be honest. The biggest reason for them to not do that is very simple. Literally, you let one person in, you gotta let everybody in now.
Yeah.
And nobody has that much time on their hands.
They don't. It's silly, honestly. Like there's a difference between like if you're friends with a bigger creator or in your smaller creator and they don't make time of day to even like treat you like a friend, but they have that boundary of like, hey, I don't want to collaborate, but I'll just be a friend. Like, that's fine. That's a boundary that you
Yeah.
need to set. There's a difference
No,
between
like
that and then also using that smaller creator, bringing them into your community, and then start treating them like, they're just a community member. There's two different differences. There's people who set boundaries to protect themselves and what they created with their own two hands, and people who just don't respect other people.
they're called orbiters for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sadly how it goes. So we are getting into the last hour here. Let me get some of these
And I
questions out
admit
of the
we've
way.
been doing an
Yeah,
awful job of
yeah, we have.
You know what, though? I've been having fun, and I think the fun part is what is most important here.
As I
There you
like
go.
to say at the end of the times people have games, as long as you have fun, that's what's most important.
Yep.
Anyways,
So why are you re-debuting? Why are you
we already did
re-debuting?
that
So,
question.
we did. Oh, that's
We already
right. I'm
did
sorry.
that.
Um,
Close your
What
ears.
is some of your favorite art that you've made?
All right, we're going to the Google Drive that I shared with you guys.
All right.
yeah. Let me get to that part here. Let me see.
Oh my god, where's the fucking folder that I... Yes, there we go. You'll
Cool.
see several of my artworks on there. So you'll see some actual like 3D models that I've created. One of them is for an OC of my friend really likes. One of them was for myself. The OC for my friend is the first one on the first row. I haven't finished that one yet because I haven't been motivated. On the second row, the third one, that's the one that I did for myself. And the one right next to it is one that I'm working on for my friend Nami Inu. So I do a lot of that stuff. I've actually taken classes for animation, like 3D and 2D animation.
Oh, so you do
And-
both 3D and 2D. That's pretty cool.
A little bit. I hated 3D animation though. Then again, I feel like my teacher probably hated my guts. Some other things is like the top row, the second, third, and fourth one. The second one, I'd like doing random character designs, and if I ever got more into it, I would do more of these. A couple of these I'm thinking about making into like pre-made VTuber models, honestly. The third one is the finalized VTuber model that I made for Hikari Nezu. This one has several different toggles on it. It has an arm switch pose. It has
Oh, nice.
a nosebleed. It has hearts in the eyes. It has tears in the eyes. It has a bunch of different stuff. The major one that messed with me a little bit was the arm swap pose with a cinnamon roll plushie in there. Second row, right below that Hikari one, is a design I did for a VTuber model. I do have the finalized one. I was just too lazy to actually look for it. Ah, I see it on screen. So yes, that's the finalized one I did for Hikari Nezu. I had a lot of fun doing that one. Then again, I'm still on my burnt out phase, and I was in my burnt out phase whenever I was doing that. And I'm very lucky they were patient with me to finish it. Because then again, I kept being like, man, I'm trying to work through it. Here's a minor update. I'm burnt the fuck out. They're just like, that's chill. I don't have a deadline.
I
I'm
mean,
like,
for being
okay.
burnt out, it's pretty good. Like,
Thank you. I think that is my best work I think I ever done. And I actually redrew and recolored a lot of these pieces before I settled down with this final work right here. And I mentioned that I'm considering this part of the artwork thing. I do little plushies and stuff for fun. I'm still finishing one for my friend with the same design as the top row first picture. So I'm still working on that one, and then I'm working on other fun stuff. But right below that is this collection of tiny little plushies with eyes embroidered onto it. That was my first time ever doing embroidery, and honestly, could have been better, but still good. But there's a lot of those different things, and yeah. So
let's
that's
see here. We also got some of the plushies here as well.
yeah, decent plushies. Those are my first attempts.
Those are some nice plushies, though.
Thank you.
You're
Those are
welcome.
my first
It's a good way to
attempts.
keep yourself busy at any rate.
Yeah, it falls back into the same thing of like find hobbies and stuff that keeps you busy and keeps you active, and those would be the good coping mechanisms along the way too. But yeah, I'm gonna eventually finish the 3D model for Nami. I'm just taking my time with it, and honestly, you want to know something? The one for Nami, myself, and my friend, those are made with Vroid.
I am familiar.
Wait,
with
those are
Vroid.
made by
My
Vroid.
first-
Let me take a look at this.
Those
My
are made
first-
with Vroid.
Those
my
look
first
really
model
good for
for
Vroid.
Vroid.
I mean, my current model is Vroid right now.
Nice. It doesn't. Honestly, your current model also doesn't really look like Vroid.
Thank
kinda
you.
tell that I can kind of tell that it is, but it also doesn't at the same time. It just takes texture editing and learning how to do things at the same time. Like you
Mhm.
don't need to do.
Yeah, no,
with
that's the thing. That's one of those things I think a lot of people sleep on is how unironically good Vroid is as far as like
You
editing.
can
Oh, yeah.
like modify Vroid to the point where you can't even tell.
You just have to take the time for it. It's a free
Yeah.
program. Just look up some tutorials. That it goes back into the same thing. You don't need to buy a model. You don't even have to buy a pre-made model. You can literally go on Vroid, learn how to edit textures and everything,
I have
and how to work with the program. And there you go, bada bing, bada boom.
I had 0 art skills and I was able to make a model using Vroid.
I remember you started as a fox.
That was so far in the past, Razor.
I know, but I'm
It was like
saying,
we're basically irrelevant.
well, everybody evolves over time, you know.
I've actually thought
I
about.
know it's just like it was
changing-
such a minor time in my career, honestly.
I've actually thought about changing to being a God damn it, a red panda.
Red Panda.
That is
Red
I know a few Red Panda VTubers.
Yeah.
There's actually one who
Or a
follows me.
jellyfish. I thought about being a jellyfish. But
Jellyfish
my
would be
autism-
interesting. You don't see too many of them.
My my autism is too hyperfixated on cats that I can't let it go. Even if I wanted
also-
to, even if I tried.
See, so that also kind of ended up going along with a bit of the VTuber models as well that you've made.
Yeah. We're knocking down
See,
questions.
so you did mention that you were in a couple of dance groups.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. So what are they, like cosplayer dance groups, or what exactly are they?
Okay, so there's different branches of them. There's like the K-pop dance groups where you get together, you learn K-pop dances. Those communities are awful. There's also like the ones where you from
So what's
idol
the overlap
anime.
between them and K-pop stands?
They think they're better. They think that they're better than people who just watch that listen to K-pop, and they
Ooh.
can also think that
Ooh.
they can be better dancers. Like I was in a group and they literally shit talked me a little bit, being like, "I don't know why you like her. Like she's not good of a dancer." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I've taken lessons since I was a toddler up until middle school. Then I self-taught myself K-pop lessons, and at least I know how to improvise."
God, I tell ya, I swear, you take usual craziness that you get with some groups, and then you add some pretentiousness along with it.
Let me tell you though, it's worse with the idol community, especially in Texas. I don't know what it's like in other parts, but people in Texas in the idol community, as soon as they hit like this is not a tag against YouTube, but as soon as they hit like 1K followers, they think they're hot shit. And they think that nothing can penetrate them or hurt them. And it's like, I'm sorry, those 1K people are more than likely people that you met that were friends that you made throughout cons. And or just I don't know, but it's like just because you have 1K followers doesn't mean you're hot shit. It's the same thing with I guess you can say the VTuber community. As soon as
The
you
vast
hit
majority of that 1K is dead follows, anyways.
exactly, thank you.
Yeah.
Like even you and I, we all know this. Even if I am about to reach 300 followers on Twitch, like 1% of those people stick around.
1.3K on Twitch. I average maybe 15.
I average
like-
usually. It depends.
That's
I'm
a
usually
lot of
anywhere
dead
between.
follows.
I average anywhere between 10 or like 12 at most. But that's about it.
Yeah, I average between the lowest I can go is about 5, and the highest I can go is about 12. It depends on the game and stuff like that. But it still falls down to the same thing. Like, just because you have 1K followers doesn't mean you're hot shit. And as soon as they hit that 1K followers, they think, like I said, nobody can touch them. They can't hurt anything. Like, their friend that they've had for years, like, oh, they have like 100 followers and they don't take cosplaying seriously and this stuff seriously like I do. Ugh, who cares? It's like, get your head out of your ass. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, we're all just nerds dressing up from an anime and learning the dances. The only way I would consider 1K hot shit with like the idol community is if you're creating your own original music, your own original like videos, your own original costumes, you're doing it all by scratch. Like groups like in Canada, like Non-Sweet, I would consider them hot shit, even though they have like a bigger following. People who create their own fucking music, and I'm sorry, you're not an idol. You're not an idol group if you're just dressing up as the characters and doing the dances. That's called being a cosplay dance cover group. Get it right. Being an idol is making your own original stuff. And this falls into another side of things where I was in a sure you mentioned this, like a Kai Guy idol group
Yeah.
for a bit. That was with Heavenly, actually. Um
Oh,
my
really?
friend. Yes. We created this group. I'm not going to say the name of it, but we created this group. She knows how to make her own original songs and everything. She makes original songs, original lyrics, stuff like that. Most of it she's been kind of commissioning because she's same thing as me with art, burned out from it. But she's created a lot of original stuff. Even for me, she has created original stuff that I haven't fully released because I want to take my time with it, making sure that it feels right. But she's really talented at it, and she wanted to create this own thing. I was assigned for choreography and designing the costumes for it. But the thing is that her and I were so into it that the other people in the group wasn't that much into it, even though they stated that they were really into it too. It's just like that's what I would also consider, and that's what I consider an idol. Um, it's
Well,
not.
I mean, a real idol actually, has original content.
Yes,
If you don't, if you just do covers, that's just called that's utaite. That's a completely different thing.
yes, it's what I would call a cosplay dance cover group. You're basically a dance group. You're a dance cover group. Same thing with K-pop groups. At least K-pop groups know the cover, like label themselves right as like a cover dance group. Like it's stupid. Like, I'm sorry, just because you're cosplaying from Awkwars and you're wearing the outfit and you're like, oh yeah, I'm dressed up as Chika Takami and like we're learning the dances. Like, you're not a fucking idol. You're covering dances from the group. The only difference I would say is the so there's another group that I was in for an anime called AKB 0048, which is based off of AKB a little bit. But the difference of it is like these groups were sent into the future, and in some planets, entertainment was banned. So this group, AKB 0048, they go around on their little giant ship and they go to these different planets and perform for them. But these idols know how to sing, dance, and fight. It's really fucking cool. It's mech,
Ah,
it's kind of military, mech, space, idols, music, dancing. The idols actually fight. It's really cool, and it brings me to tears every single time I sometimes watch them in the certain episodes and parts of it.
I'm
Peak
gonna have to
levels of
check that out.
overlap.
That sounds like an interesting mix.
It's really good. It's really good. Highly recommend it. But the thing is with AKB is that you probably know this, Shiori. Most J-pop groups, they don't have mirrors to go by. They don't have dances that you can look at and analyze and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
what I had to do with this group is I had to take multiple different you had to take like multiple I had to take like different videos and different angles of these dances, make the blocking for it, work with my work with a friend who was in color guard who knew how to do these a little bit better. and work with her because we both had a lot of dance experience. So just work with her to translate the dance from like about 12 people to like 4.
Oh, jeez.
That is what I would call more of a fucking idol, actually, than like learning a dance that's been pre-made that people have already figured out themselves. Like, I applaud people more who can figure out shit themselves like that than those who just learn the dance and perform it. Like, if you can figure out your own kind of choreography that still is kind of original, that's more idol-esque to me. That's at least making something kind of original from something, a medium that's already kind of there. But it's like, it was really, it made me really proud whenever we could finish like a cosplay music video with that dance and finish it and have it ready to go. And I'm just like, we did really fucking well. And the thing is, I had to leave that group because it was starting to become like the same mentality of like, some of the girls in there had really big egos for no fucking reason. And it was just the same shit of like, I don't want to deal with people like this anymore. This is not the people who I want to be around with.
So
I had to-
basically, it's just a ton of awful people, just like these massive egos that you're dealing with.
Yeah, and some people, they do have good hearts to it, but the thing is that to me, it's like you need to put your ego aside and realize there's a bunch of other people involved with this that you could be hurting. But it's just it's for fun. Unless you're creating your own original stuff, you don't really need to take it that seriously. Like, you don't need to be on top of everything all the time, doing things all the freaking time. Like, this group that I was with, I joined it because that girl said that we would take it at my pace. Because I
I
don't,
take it they did not take it at your pace.
absolutely not at all. That was the main reason why I went in there. It's just like we would go at it with your pace because they knew that my anxiety was really bad. I had really bad experiences with people with big egos, and they're just like, let's just take it at your pace. And it didn't happen. Like, within like the first couple of months, they're just like, oh, there's this mini event that we could apply for to perform at. I'm like, we don't know any dances. We have to like create the choreography for these dances. We have to perfect these things. We have to get the costumes for it. What if we don't have the costumes for it? Like, what the fuck, my guy? And it's just like, it drove me crazy. So I was just like, I can't do this. This is like hurting my mental health again. I gotta go. So
Jeez, it's tiring, is what it is.
It sounds like a lot of
tiring.
stress just for this.
I
For
will
a
say though,
hobbyist dance group, like seriously.
yes, it's a hobby. These dance groups are hobbies. You don't need to spend so much money in there. You don't have to go to every single event. It's the same thing with cosplayers. You don't need to go to every single event. You don't need to cosplay every new thing that's out. You don't need to be a part of everything. It's just like, take your time with it. You're
At
gonna
that
feel.
point, the question is, are you here to have fun, or are you here to be an influencer?
Are you here to have fun? Or are you here to gain a small bit of fame so you can rub it in other people's faces?
I mean, that's how I fell out with a hobby of mine. I mean, obviously not a dance routine group, but like I used to play tabletop game. I'm sure you've heard of it, Warhammer. I used to be really big in Warhammer 40,000. I stopped playing it because one, it got too expensive, and two, just too many of the other fucking players, man. They just were playing it because they wanted to win. They weren't playing it because they wanted to have fun.
Honestly,
Oh,
I think
God. Freaking power players. Ugh.
I think a
There
lot
are
of
a lot of them.
games I think a lot of games were ruined because of people like that who just wanted to take everything for the top, and if you're not
Oh,
for
yeah.
the top, if you don't have like a certain
Look
score, you're
at
not worth it.
any competitive online game.
Oh, yeah. You got the sweats and
It will
shit.
be. It is ruined within.
I
Like,
stopped playing
the first
PvP
few
games mainly because it's all sweats. I mostly play PvE now in a lot of games.
Honestly, any first-person shooter games are also like that too.
Yeah,
Oh,
a lot of them
definitely,
are.
definitely.
That's why I play mainly, like, I play this game called Grey Zone Warfare, and there's an option where it's an open world game, right? It is multiplayer. You do play it with other players, but there's an option where you can have it as PvP, where you fight both the NPCs and other players, or you can just have an option where you just fight the NPCs and then you work together with other players. I usually do PvE instead. Just because
don't know.
I can't fucking stand PvP in most games nowadays.
I I used to be a League of Legends player, and I had to stop
My
playing that.
condolences.
Yeah, I had to stop
That's
playing it
a
because
bad
A, I didn't
approach.
have a genuine team to play with. B, everybody on there, even if you're learning, they will shit talk you to the
Dude,
earth and
I
come.
have heard so many horror stories about League of Legends.
It's like, I'm sorry, I chose motherfucking Cho'Gath because he's a bug and his voice line sounds like he's an edgy teenager going through his face. Literally, one of his lines is like, the darkness. Like, no, not the dark. The light. It burns. And it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. But it's so funny to listen to. It's so funny. And one of his things, he just goes, om nom nom nom. It's like, I pick these people I want to play because same thing with like Genshin. People are meta players over there are a fucking headache. It's like if you don't have the most meta character ever, you're playing the game wrong. Like some people that just want to pull for the pastel looking characters. They want to pull for the
It's
cute characters. It's like shut the fuck up. Let
it's like
people play the game.
no, I agree. It's like that too with like Girls Frontline. Like I
The
play,
first
I like
rule
using
of
a specific
gacha.
character in that game, and guys
Every
are
banner
like,
is bait.
So my favorite character that's rerunning after a year, Ryosli, he's bait. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, they are all every single banner. Every time they put out a banner, it's
But
all bait. Save your resources.
but Shiori, hold on, Shiori.
What?
Hold on. I need you to watch something for me. If you want to pull it up on the screen, you can. You're telling me that's the wrong link. I have this problem all the fucking time. You're telling me after you watch this trailer, you won't understand. You're telling me.
Okay. Let's see what we're dealing with here.
I need you to understand me.
Okay.
This guy has not rerun for almost 2 years.
I wait, what? Do they seriously wait that long before reintroducing people?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's still bait though.
God damn it, Shiori!
First rule of gacha: never pull.
I'm pulling. One of my incentives on my my subathon is every 5 I do a pull on Genshin.
I saw that, by the way, and I was just wondering, how do you walk away from this without spending more money than you're getting?
For Ryosli, I will do it. Are you concerned?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's your money,
Why?
so, you know, but like,
It's not like I spent almost $200 on somebody's banner once.
you may need help.
Me and my gambling addiction, starting with Love Live Skull Idol Festival. We love it. But you're telling me you don't understand. The guy's hot. The character's hot.
No, I understand. It's bait. Something better is around the corner. I'm serious.
What's better? Better? Nothing is better. Because this guy, I had to wait 2 years for him to rerun. And if I wait again, I never know when he's gonna come back, okay?
God, 2 years for a freaking rerun. What's in the regular poll?
well, this is why I kind of avoid playing MiHoYo gacha games. I also kind of hate how MiHoYo has inspired this really predatory like banner system with other gacha games that are trying to copy
They
it.
have. The one thing though is
I fucking hate it. Cause like Girls
Other
Frontline, the
MiHoYo
first
games are
one.
like that though. Like Honkai Star Rail is known for having really good quality of life, really good systems. Like it's really easy to get Stellar Jade on there, aka their version of Primo Gems, or their in-person gotcha currency. Like, it's so much easier to do it over there on Zenless Zone Zero, but the only thing is that Genshin Impact, their dev team is fucking lazy, they're predatory as fuck, they don't give two shits. But do I still play it? Yeah. Why? I'm fucking addicted. Simple solution. If somebody can hand me a game that I can be just as addicted at, I will move.
See, and that's the important thing, guys. Not even once.
So what I'm hearing is I spend $1,000 on Rayosly's banner.
Well, you can save amount of dopamine with heroin.
You're telling me so $2,000 is a good amount. I'm just gonna keep upping it at this point, Shiori. Out of
Like I
spite.
said, it's your money. It's your money.
But no, I try not to go past like 200 for a banner. As soon as it gets to that point, I'm just like, it's not meant to be. Like, good thing I have like about 50 polls saved up so far. So, because I have a lot of areas to explore. So many areas.
Anyways,
Moving on from the gambling addiction.
so you mentioned cosplay a second ago.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
And I
so-
see. Go ahead.
So are there any favorite cosplays that you've done?
Kirie Ari from League of Legends. The
Peak.
power I felt. And now soon, I hope it's gonna be Arlecchino from Genshin, because I'm taking my time with thing. This goes back into feeling like you need to fit in with everything. I used to buy a lot of cosplays, and I never really liked them, except for a couple. So now I'm taking my time with it. I'm like, I'm gonna focus on. Ooh, you will probably understand with her. You will probably understand with her. You can just look at the thumbnail, and you will understand. Powerful. A powerful woman. I would let her step on me.
I
and
can
would say
definitely
thank
get
you.
that.
I would let her kill me, and I would say thank you in my death. So I'm working on her. I'm taking my time with it because I want to make sure, and I'm gonna make her weapon. By the way, her weapon's a scythe.
That's a classic one.
So these are
Bit
usually really
iffy,
cool.
though, I do admit.
It's a blood scythe.
I can't think of a character using a scythe as a weapon without thinking of Soul Eater.
I get it. I do get it though. But yeah, that don't. But cat has been broken. Cat broken down. Now I lost my train of thought.
Nah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, this kid's on drugs.
I feel like I broke the train of thought.
This kid's on drugs. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like every kid these days is on freaking drugs.
iPad kid drugs, you mean?
Well, I mean, you gotta remember the first rule of kids these days: they will do anything but drugs to get high.
You wanna know something? I used to huff Sharpies.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
A classic one? Is it now?
Yeah, I think every kid tried at least once. Huffing Sharpies. 'Cause
Have you?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know.
Oh, Shruggy Duggy, who knows?
The Sharpies were a step up from the market. I don't know what it was. Sharpies always had a really like strong smell to them compared to like the
Sharpies
markers.
do. There's a way to dye wigs with Sharpie dye and rubbing alcohol, and the smell you get from it is so fucking strong.
I would assume so. Probably enough to knock you out.
I think Razor's doing fine. But
Yeah.
I think he's still having some issues with the audio. Here, so you do some song covers every so often.
Oh boy, do I wish it was every so often. I haven't uploaded one in about like a year because I've been too lazy.
Relatable.
I've been way too lazy. Like, I either had to draw my own thing or I had to commission a friend for it, and I'm just like, I'm too lazy. But I have I'm trying to push myself more this year to release content.
Yeah.
So some of them are actually forcing myself to do some song covers again. I have like a huge library of English lyrics that I made for Korean and Japanese songs. I just like might as well just go down the fucking list. Um, I also have some some original music on the way. One of them is a song with my friend that she wrote the lyrics for and had somebody commission for it. We put together the idea for the sound, and I'm putting together a storyboard and a script for it. So that's something I am
That
looking
definitely
forward to.
sounds like a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to release it. And there is a summer kind of original song I'm trying to plan on releasing near the end of the summer. Cause it's about it's kind of about like reflecting on a time that you've had with somebody kind of like near and dear to you throughout the summer, and reflecting about like, like a summer romance that you've had or whatever the hell, whatever you want to consider it. Um, but that I need to release. It's mainly just like what I've told you about in DMs, that it's very hard for me to listen to my own voice because it literally sounds like there's bees running through the microphone.
Yeah,
Or it's just crazy.
one of the biggest things that you have to work on, in my experience, is desensitizing yourself to the sound of your own voice.
Hold on.
Oh wait,
Razor said that.
Hey, oh wait, can you hear me now?
Yes, I just saw
Okay,
your.
I'm
message.
sorry. I just noticed my camera is blocking my icon in the call, so I wasn't seeing if it was coming on or not. I just realized my mic was muted in the Discord call, and I thought everybody was talking over me this whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry, Razor.
Oh no, it's
I'm
all right. I
sorry.
didn't know. I didn't know. I'm
God.
sorry. I'm so
I thought
sorry
it
about
was
that.
intentional.
I am so sorry about that.
No, you're all good.
Yeah, but I think that's probably one of the hardest things to do, though, because desensitizing yourself to your own voice is a very long process. Because
It's important to do.
It can take freaking months of just listening, and it's different depending on what tone you do. Because one thing you might have some anxiety about doing, and then another thing you might have a different sort of anxiety about,
Yeah, I 100% get it. It's something that I've struggled with for a while. And the main reason why I haven't released any new stuff is because beforehand I had to like edit it myself. But now I can be like, hey, Heavenly, can you edit this for me? Thanks. And then she'll get it done within like
I'm gonna be
days.
honest. I'd rather cut off my toes than edit audio.
Editing audio and editing video is a fucking pain.
Like, I know how to edit audio to a degree. Like, I know the basics, but I hate doing it for myself.
The worst part of it is that I don't know any of it. I've just been winging it lately, and it's just been the worst thing ever.
I don't mind like sitting down with you at some point and teaching you the basics that I know. Like I had to learn it from my friend, and I don't mind helping if you need a little bit of help. I don't know like how to do fancy stuff, but I can help teach you how to stitch things together, how to time things a little bit.
I'm gonna
Crap
guess
like
I have
that.
at least the basics in that regard, but like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like making it actually sound good. Because the biggest problem is, I think everybody's also kind of dealing with the fact that like everything is so heavily processed.
And tuned.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
everything's so processed these days, so you basically don't. It is extremely rare that you hear a singer sing where it's not. What's the word? Where it's completely
Raw
raw.
vocals,
Yeah,
raw
yeah.
editing, or
You
as
don't hear
raw as
raw
you can
vocals.
get.
People do not do raw vocals half the time.
It's always like heavily edited, auto-tune, stuff like that. It's like people are so scared of sharing off their natural voice.
Dude,
it's
and
kinda
I'm
Well,
just
I
like,
remember.
everybody's like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ray.
Do you remember? I don't know, Shirai. I know you're probably not familiar with it, but are you familiar with the artist T-Pain?
Yes.
All right, you
The
know,
name sounds familiar.
he was the guy that wore the top hat. He had the auto tune. Well, a lot of people thought that T-Pain didn't know how to sing at all. It was just all auto tune. That wasn't his decision. That was his producer's decision. The record company was forcing him to do it because that was the hip thing with the kids. So I don't know if you've seen it, but T-Pain, it was kind of like his "fuck you" mic drop moment where he did a compilation of all of his popular songs without the auto-tune filter, and the man can sing. Like, he can sing really fucking well. It kind of makes me mad because it's like, why didn't they just let him do that before? We were robbed of a very good singing voice.
That's how I feel like about a lot of artists and vocals. Like they have really good vocals, but then like the auto-tune, it's just like editing and auto-tune has raised people's expectations to a very unnatural state. And as soon as they
Oh
hear
God.
anything that's like live, they just think that person doesn't know how to sing. And they're like, oh, the person doesn't know how to sing, like they whatever the hell with their audio. It's just like, no, that thing is heavily audited because you people don't know what raw vocals sound like. Anybody like who moves around on a stage or moves in the slightest, their breath will become a little uneven. Like the pitches are not going to sound the same as like if you're just sitting and like standing and recording, then like moving around performing the song. It's always going to sound different. It's not going to sound the same as the recording. Get that through your head.
They're
Yeah,
gonna sound very different
another
live.
part of that too. Well, another part of that is that like sometimes you're gonna end up being like, if you sing live, well, suddenly you might also have to deal with people clipping that and being like, haha, they don't know how to sing, you know?
It
Is-
happens all the time. Like with VTubers,
Yeah.
K-pop idols get it the worst, honestly. Especially female idols. Like as soon as like they don't sound anywhere close or they have like one vocal crack, which is normal, they're all of a sudden just like ha 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 ha. Your favorite idol can't sing. Ha ha ha. You suck. And it's just like it's natural. You try singing that song while dancing. You do that. Then tell me if you can do
Dancing
that.
and singing is very hard because that is incredible breath control that fucking
But
takes to do.
geez, like it's a combination of like you're talking like in some cases you have to keep in mind things like freaking breath control alongside everything. Like, ugh.
And this is coming from someone who, in the army, we had to run and sing at the same time.
Yeah.
There's fucking
It's
cadences they'd make us sing.
it's difficult. Like I used to I used to spend so much time after school like doing dances and trying to teach myself how to sing and do the dance stuff at the same time, and it's hard, and as soon as you stop doing it after a while you lose it. It's the same thing with any sort of exercise. It's just like it's hard. Like any sort of performer who's up on stage like performing their songs, give them like a time, like just give them a break. Like if anything, if you're complaining about like them not hitting the right notes because they're out of breath, you do it. You learn the dance, you learn the song, you do it. These people have been training for years, so they're going to be a lot better than you. And honestly, that will humble you very hard. Like, as Vera said, dancing and talking is hard. Yeah, dancing and talking is hard. Sometimes moving like walking and like talking is hard because you have to concentrate your breathing on your walking movements, even if you're like running or something with your talking, and like it gets you out of breath. It's just like,
And it's the worst thing when you're talking on your phone because you do not want to be that person who, like, you're walking and you're kind of breathing a little bit heavily while you're talking, and it makes you sound really out of shape.
and then there's gonna be that asshole
Yeah.
that's like, why are you breathing into the mic?
Because singing takes up a lot of oxygen in your lungs.
And then the only correct response there is just because I like to listen.
Or it can that's a good one. Or it can be like, why? You want to listen to more of it? You horny over my breathing? Wow, crazy. Like, just shoot it back at them, make them embarrassed instead. And if they start arguing over
Exactly.
it, it's just like, that's even funnier to me.
Like, great example. You familiar with Face Connect, Mira?
Go ahead.
So the VTuber Wars that they did this past year, I forget the Lumi. She's one of the Face Connect talents. She did a live performance for the show. She was like singing and doing this whole dance routine. She completely collapsed like right after,
Oh my
like
god.
right there on stage, just from being tired. She's like, holy shit, just completely winded.
It's insane. Like, you need
It
to have
is.
so much stamina for this. You need to, and I'm gonna be honest, you can't be
Oh,
doing
that's
the
the thing you underestimate the most.
mm-hmm.
Like, you think it's gonna be easy, but like,
It's
oof.
not.
It's not. It takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it's very hard to do. And I
Not to
applaud those
mention
that can.
Mm-hmm.
even harder than singing is actually singing and making it sound good.
Mm-hmm.
Musical people who do musicals and do live stage renditions of this stuff. Like yesterday I went to go see a musical with my family called Hades Town, and like the people on
I
there,
think
they're
I've heard of
doing
it.
more than just they're doing more than just like singing and dancing. Like they're acting too, and they're doing much more harder songs than like I would say K-pop is, or J-pop, or Idol, or like VTuber songs. They're doing much more harder stuff. They have to be in tune. They have to harmonize. They have to keep up with their choreography. They have to keep up with like where they need to be at stage, like, you know, stage left, stage right, in the back. Like they need to get to their cue, their mark. And they even have to like work with props. And like it's so much more harder, but people respect musical workers more than fucking idols or
Mm-hmm.
people who train forever and years for this. Like they both train for the same fucking crap. Like not the same crap, the same fucking craft. But for some reason, one of them gets more respect than the other.
Speaking of
Oh,
which,
nobody gets less respect than people who do any kind of theater. Let's be honest.
this is gonna sound maybe a little off topic. Do you remember when they tried to do that Spider-Man musical and it completely like they couldn't do it because the actor who played Spider-Man kept getting hurt?
They tried to do a Spider-Man musical?
They did.
That
Oh
sounds
my god,
vague,
that was
Danger.
development
That sounds
hell.
vaguely familiar, though.
The lead guy, they had to change the lead guy several times because they you know how hard it is to find someone who can do acrobatics and can sing?
Hard as fuck.
Mm-hmm. And they just kept getting hurt during the rehearsals. So they were like, fuck it, we're just, it was like, they put tens of millions of dollars, I believe, into the production. And they went right into the fucking toilet for all the effects and the costumes and shit. It was bad. Take a look at it sometime. It's an interesting fucking rabbit hole.
I might. That sounds really interesting. But you know, apparently there's a musical for Hell's Kitchen.
What?
I didn't find out about this until today, and I was
Wait,
listening
what?
to a radio.
Wait, what?
Apparently there's a Hell's Kitchen
A Hell's
musical.
Kitchen musical. Yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to ask my
There's
brother
Gordon
about that
Ramsay
because he
himself.
loves his
Gordon
musicals.
Ramsay himself in it.
Either the name of the musical is just No, the person who I was with in the car, because we were going to do a doctor's appointment, and doctors scared the fuck out of me, so I wanted somebody to go with me. Like this person said that he wasn't sure if it was based off of like the show Hell's Kitchen or is based off of the location, like the actual like Hell's Kitchen location.
Ah.
I'm gonna look this up really quickly.
That
This is making me curious.
I know
That's
there's
such
a
specific thing to make a musical about.
I know there's a musical for Evil Dead. Yeah, there's an Evil Dead that is notorious, by the way.
I
And
don't think it's actually based off of the actual Hell's Kitchen.
Huh.
I'm looking at the trailer for.
Do you have a favorite musical, by the way?
Rent.
Rent is good. My personal favorite is Les Mis.
Oh, Les Mis is good.
I like Les Mis.
I got to see that live in Dallas.
I still need to see
nice.
Hamilton.
I cannot.
I haven't.
Okay,
I
Hell's
haven't
Kitchen is
seen
not
any,
based off of that. What it's about, Allie is a 17-year-old girl full of fire, searching for freedom, passion, and her place in the world. How she finds them in it's a New York coming-of-age story you never felt before. Everybody says that. It's whatever. Hell's Kitchen, new
It's
musical.
always a coming-of-age story.
Yep. Hell's Kitchen, a new musical from 16-time Grammy Award winner Alicia Keys, whose songs and experiences growing up in New York inspires story.
Oh, it's about Hell's Kitchen, the neighborhood.
Oh.
Okay. All the reason I know that is because I like Daredevil.
I
That's
have
where he's
lost
from.
significantly more interest than I could have possibly gotten out of any revelation about this.
It's all right.
The moment I learned it's not about the reality show is the moment I check out.
That would have been awesome if there was, though.
That would have been
Like,
funny
if you
as
imagine,
shit.
like, you just have freaking Gordon, like, ranting at somebody, but he's singing while he's doing. That'd be incredible.
You'd have to get like a classically trained opera singer. An idiot sandwich.
I'll say it again. What are you? Or something. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun. And then you'd have people with like dressed up as slices of bread dancing around and
Where's
shit.
the lamb sauce? I don't know where the lamb sauce is. Somebody contain the fucking lamb sauce.
That needs to be a fucking thing. That has to be a thing. They have to fucking do it now. You know what's funny though? The idiot sandwich meme. Gordon Ramsay was talking about anywhere he'd go, people would come up to him with pieces of bread and tell him to fucking do it to them. And he got asked so much. He fucking made a pair of earmuffs. Idiot sandwich earmuffs, where the earmuffs are slices of bread.
I would, if I saw Gordon Ramsay, I would be like, hold on, let me DoorDash some bread really quickly.
Oh my god.
Here you go. Can you do it for me with every single piece of this?
Oh my god.
Every single piece, whole loaf. We're doing the whole loaf.
The whole entire loaf.
Oh dear god.
We are.
There,
I mean, I'm a cat. Cats loaf, so I mean.
I mean, they do. So do rabbits.
Kind of fitting. Yes.
Somebody needs to finance this.
We're getting close to the 3-hour
needs
mark.
to
We are
finance
about
this.
20 minutes out.
Yeah.
Let's see here. God, we went so off track.
So, I guess one question that we have on here that I suppose that we are a little bit curious about.
Uh-huh.
So how does a sub 500 follower VTuber get a partnership with a candle company?
Actually, whenever they first started, and I actually first started as a VTuber back with my first model, I DM'd them on Twitter, and I was just like, "Hey, you wanna work together?" And they're just like, "Sure." And then I didn't touch it for a while, and then I came back like a couple months ago, and I was just like, "So y'all still want to do this?" And they're just like, "Yeah, we have the scent ready and everything. We're just waiting for you to provide an art piece and a name." So I'm just like, lit. So it's been in the works for a while. I just honestly thought that they didn't want to work with me because of my size.
I'm just genuinely astonished. It's like I'm pretty sure like you're like half the size of both me and Razor, and it's like
I mean, I've seen VTubers with smaller followers get sponsorships, so I mean.
Well, this isn't just a sponsorship. This is a partnership. Like,
Or a partnership, you know what I mean.
They partner with a lot of different
But she's
VTubers.
got her
So.
own. She's got her own scent and everything. It's crazy.
I
Yo,
mean,
I
Shiroi,
actually might hit them up.
you can easily message them or email them, be like, "Hey, you finished working with, I guess, Maraberry. Can we work on something?" They'll work on a scent with you. It may take a little bit because it's probably like a 1 or 2 person man job over
Ooh.
there,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Yeah,
message
making
them,
candles is not easy.
figure out a scent. It's more than candles. It's
Really?
candles, room spray, incense, soap
Yeah.
bar.
Ooh.
Soon they're planning on releasing body scrubs, mist, lotion. They actually have the lotion out now, actually. So they have, it's just basically you choose a scent, they slap it on the product, and they change the scent for it, and there you go.
Oh wow. And you can
So,
ask them what scent you want.
yeah.
Okay, so let's say if I were to get a scent, because I'm a military themed VTuber, what if I said I wanted the scent to be gunpowder?
They could probably find something for you.
Oh my
okay.
god, that would actually be kind of sick because I'm gonna
The
be
smell of
honest.
gunpowder is surprisingly pleasant.
I love the smell of gunpowder.
But I highly recommend just reaching out to them. So far, I have a feeling if I reach out to something like Uwu Market or something else, they would turn me down. But I was honestly surprised that Clan
Well,
Girl
they
actually
would
wanted
turn
to
you
work.
down. They would turn you down after a very long laugh session.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they gotta make sure they gotta dig the knife in a little bit before.
A very long laugh session, and then afterwards, when they get off the phone with you, they put a cigar in their mouth and they said, "All right, grab that puppy over there," and then they throw the pup in the air like a clay pigeon. Then the guy just pulls out a double barrel shotgun and shoots it, and then they laugh more.
The only reason I would kind of want to be with Uwu Market is because there's a convention nearby me, like really really close, that they kind of partner with, and it would be really easy for me to do like in-person meet and greets if I ever go there. Like it's like a 30-minute drive away from my house, and it's like it's very easy, and it's just like it would be like one of the easiest things ever. I can be like, "Hey, let me in this fucking thing," because I live 30 minutes away from a convention that happens during a specific time that I could easily go to and do shit with. Let me in. I'm holding you at gunpoint.
I mean, that is fair.
But that's like the only other reason. Then again, like they sell almost the exact same merch that you can get off a fourth wall. The only difference is they don't have like the boob mouse pads or like the Dakimakura covers. But like you can easily
Wait, they sell the exact same stuff as Fourth Wall sells?
Yeah.
So wait,
Dang.
is Fourth Wall like similar to Redbubble? Or is it different?
Kind of. It's
like Fourth Wall. Most of the stuff is made by them. You just provide the artwork and all that, and it's it's
yeah, and you can adjust how much. It's the same kind of like Redbubble. You can adjust how much you want to get. Like for example, one shirt I have on there that's like 35. I get about like $20 from it because it depends on the material that they want. The lowest they'll do, it's like they start the price at like the production value, and you can up it depending on what you want. So it's honestly it's just like skip going to these like things that are like Uwu Market or stuff like that unless they actually like reach out to you and want to work with you. Other than that, just stick with like fucking Fourth Wall or like one of those easy things that are cheaper and you can just sign up for.
honestly
Yeah,
making your own merch never been easier.
Currently, I'm working on. I'm doing Redbubble. I'm just waiting on some art. Let me see here. I could show you if you want to see it.
Sure.
Yeah. So this is gonna be art that's gonna go on mugs and mouse pads, and maybe some fridge magnets.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. I'll pull it up on stream too. But that's if chat wants to see it. Actually, I think my people have seen it. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that artwork is pretty cute.
Yeah, that's a friend of ours, mutual friend of ours. She's been working on these slowly. She's been having a lot of tech issues though, so
yeah.
No, I think that what she said was that Fourth Wall doesn't have the boob mouse pads and the dockies. That's the only difference between them and Uwu Market.
Yeah, they don't have like the basic Gooner stuff. But they have something for pillowcases. You can easily just do a pillowcase for them.
Could always do a Dakimakura.
It's not a Dakimakura, but they have.
Well, you know what I mean.
There.
It's
Yeah.
not a Daki where it counts.
Oh,
It's
it's
like
it's just a pillowcase.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm
just a
sorry.
pillowcase. They also have blankets on there. They have a bunch of different shit. They have aprons actually, as well. So they have, and you can request like keycaps and
Oh, really?
crap like that. Yeah, you can request for like a
That's
singular
pretty cool.
keycap, a special selection of them, or like a full keyboard.
I need a single R. That is it.
You know what? Get the single R, put your face on it, then put the R on top.
And then automatic bestseller.
There you go.
I want to get a better keyboard at some point. Get some custom
I need
keycaps.
to get a new keyboard. My current one is this. I have still using the same keyboard I got with the computer, and in all honesty, it's a terrible keyboard.
Speaking of which,
Honestly, in Hostile, the Gooner stuff does sell, but what's the point of doing the Gooner stuff if you're not willing to buy the other things to support your creator? If you're just there for the Gooner stuff, you're not there for the creator. You're there to.
You gotta buy all of it.
you're there to
Okay.
goon.
You're there to.
All right, you don't
them,
buy.
not
You
really.
don't buy just one thing. Okay, you buy the whole collection. All right.
Like, if you're just there for the Gooner stuff, you need help. But if you actually do want to support your Oshi, and they don't have the Gooner stuff, you can just get a shirt.
That's why I bought the plushie for one of my favorite VTubers.
There you go. Or you can do that. That works too.
Everybody keeps asking.
Well,
me
I'm
about
saying
that
it's not
plushie,
it's
and I'm
not
just
it's
like,
not Gooner merch. It's it's a cute little chibi plushie.
Hey Shiori, if you ever
the
figure out
logistics of making a plushie is so insane.
It is.
Shiori, if you want to, because I have actually gotten better at making my own. I won't make a bunch of them, but I can make one. I can try to make one specifically for you. If you want, just like whenever you get that new design done, I can. If you do that new design, I can just make one for you, and you can like do like a giveaway for it or something if you want.
That would be very cool, actually. Not gonna lie.
Up to
I
you.
might think about that.
Yeah. It might take a while because I have been, like I said, really burnt out on artwork related stuff.
I
So
can relate on that one.
Now listen, we do not hate gooners around here. We believe in a person's right to destroy their dopamine receptors.
as a fellow gooner, I agree, but I also know not when to goon all the time.
To goon or not to goon?
That's like the definition of gooning, though, isn't it? Like all day, every day.
Isn't gooning like not whacking off or like waiting to whack
It's
off until the end of the
when,
day or something? How exactly does that work?
It's when you bring yourself to the edge and just never stop.
My community knows how large of a gooner I am. It's actually kind of insane.
I'm gonna be honest. The fact that the word goon is in like is a part of regular Zoomer lingo, I find that somewhat bothersome.
Yeah. First it was Coomer, now it's
because
Gooner.
we're not just talking about something that's like, kind of spicy word here. We're talking about something that's like extremely degenerate.
Hold on, I might have a picture somewhere of like one of my most recent plushies I have tried it done. It's actually for Shikai because I was just bored and I was like, let's just do a random VTuber.
I actually agree, Wendy. I preferred the term Coomer.
Coomer.
Fucking Kiori in my chat saying back in my day the term goon meant something. Yeah, the term gooning did mean something different. It meant, a thug. A street thug.
Hey boss, what's the play?
Coomer was funnier. Yeah, I like Coomer better. Fat monkey? What? Fat monkey, what the
That's a
fuck,
new
Coleman?
one, and I'm gonna try to find a way to add that into everyday conversation at least once.
But why? But why though?
Oh god.
I say that as I make it a daily thing to say a bunch of decent jokes.
I mean, I have one friend who refers to people who jerk off all day butter churners.
The fuck?
Churning their nut butter.
Are you churning these nuts though?
No. He's churning those nuts.
I mean, they're churning their own nuts.
I'm sorry.
Yes, that is a pill on Mira's hair, Kiori.
I'm gonna apologize profusely. Forgive me, Father,
Why?
if I have sinned.
No, you don't need to apologize. It's fine. I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm realizing it. I think the medication I took that I thought
Okay.
was for my anxiety was actually for sleep. If it's for sleep,
Oh,
that's
that ain't
a
good.
thing. That's fine. I need help sleeping. Like
Isn't
my
that
sleep
just
is
the TwitchCon
cracked out.
experience?
Isn't that any con experience though?
Look, if you've been drugged, did you really experience the con properly?
When you win.
Okay.
Oh, crap.
Since we're very
I had a
close to
minute.
the end here, let's try to lightning round the last
Oh,
few.
all right. Let's do
Yeah.
this.
Okay.
So, favorite anime.
idols.
Oh, favorite idols, yeah.
Favorite idols: AKB 48, Mayuyu and Takamina, HKT 48, Knuckle Hitami, Aqua Saito Shika, Dreamcatcher Dami and Giyu.
I could do so much better when it comes to like being aware of these things.
I'm gonna
will
be
help
honest with
you.
you. I follow anime, but not so much the idol culture stuff.
I'm kind of tend to like end up like following a lot more like the utaite scene. You know what I mean? Like those people generally.
Favorite anime.
It's a romance anime called Say I Love You.
That's an
Oh,
adorable
okay.
name. And favorite drinks.
Classic milk tea with lychee jelly, banana and strawberry milk, and the Monster Energy drink that is sitting right in front of my table on the table right now.
Monster is good.
Still never understand the love of Monster Energy drink that everybody
Alright,
has.
chat.
Only
We're
drink
gonna
it
make
when it's
Shiroi
tasty.
drink Monster on stream one of these days.
Instead of drunk karaoke, it's monster drink karaoke.
You know, caffeine doesn't do anything to me, right?
Well, suck it up and drink it.
More of a taste review.
That also works, I think.
Yeah, there you go. There's
Like,
this
seriously,
one.
one of my little sisters is like hopelessly addicted to Monster Energy drink, and it's just like, should I be worried?
Absolutely.
Yes. If you drink that shit too much? If I'm gonna drink Monster while I'm working, I only limit my Monster consumption to like 3 cans a day. If I go more than 3, I have heart palpitations.
Oh God.
Well, don't. Simple solution.
I don't know. I don't even know if any of these are supposed to taste good. I had a 5-hour energy.
I mean,
once.
some
This
do.
doesn't
The
do
coffee
anything for
one,
me.
the coffee ones are delicious. I like the coffee ones personally. But yeah. So, is there anything? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna ask.
Come join my subathon on March 11th. I'll be streaming every single day, almost not every single hour. I'll be making sure I sleep, but it'll be a fun time. It's for me to be able to afford, like, start a savings to get a fucking vehicle, and also to eventually do that girls trip with my friend, and hopefully I plan to put not hopefully I'm planning on putting a percentage aside to donate to an autism organization, because that shit is fucked and we need more representation and we need more resources for that. So it's in a week and a half, March 11th. be there or be very fucking gay.
Man, you're just calling out the audience like that, huh? Well, guys, you better get to it then, because you're all good Catholics.
Oh yeah, someone asked in chat how long you've been streaming for.
2 years actually on March 11th.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. It's a second year anniversary stream / re-debut in a way / fuck around and find out. You know. The usual. Oh, fun fact about me. I have my own cardboard cutout casually sitting in my room staring at me while I sleep.
Oh, that's funny.
This,
Oh god.
I feel like there's a story there, but I don't know if we have enough time.
One of my people, Kiori, in my chat, so he is a VTuber who is also is a psychologist. He actually specializes in using VTubing technology. Like he uses the medium of VTubing to help with patients. And he also psychoanalyzes VTubers with their models. And he said he's psychoanalyzing the shit out of your model right now.
He is?
Yes. He was curious why there were pills on your model.
Whomst?
This is Kiori in my chat, or Tao. He's
Hello?
He's a VTuber that's a therapist. Yes.
Motherfucker?
Where can people find you, by the way?
Twitch, the tag on Twitch. You can find me.
I also believe I tagged you on the YouTube side of things as well.
Yes, I will send you the link to that. You can find me. Well, you know what? Join my Discord server. There's a thing called links on there. You'll find it on there.
There you go.
Easy
let
solution.
me get the link for your... Actually, let me just go get your link tree real quick.
My link tree is not good enough. I need to edit my link tree.
Oh, is it? Ah, crap.
Oh, I know that feel. Like...
Well, her name is tagged in the title of the streams. Go ahead and it's highlighted in pink. Click on that and you'll do the follow.
Both of...
Yes, both of us.
She's tagged on both sides of my stream.
Come join the cat army, or you're gonna be very, very gay. And we totally do not like gay people in the cat army.
Very homophobic.
Oh, absolutely.
How could you?
I am the one of the most homophobic people you will probably ever meet.
Oh my
God. Don't worry, I'm everything phobic. So
we are not homophobic over here at Fenrir Security, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. Literally, my head moderator is a trans woman, so.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go! Super straight!
Oh my fucking god.
I'm still trying to find a picture of, like, the fucking... I barely have pictures, and it's just easy. I can just pick up the plushie I have right next to me that has no stuffing in the head and take a picture of that, but I'm too lazy, and I want to find one that I already have a picture taken of, but it's probably going to take me way much more longer to do this, and I'm going down a rabbit hole now of, what the fuck's going on? This is a very common thing that happens.
Nah, don't worry, you're good.
Baller. Balling on these nuts.
Really like nut jokes.
Do I like nachos?
No, you said you really like nut jokes. Yeah,
balls.
Oh god, there's a VTuber you might like named Woohoo Lad. He does the exact type of shit. Just randomly will say balls and shit like that.
Dick and ball torture.
Yes. Literally, he is a brain rot VTuber. That is the best way to sum him up.
But aren't the brain rot VTubers the best VTubers, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, found it. Save the picture, save the fucking picture. Yeah! Alright. There's the Shikai one that I last left off of, and then there's my cardboard cutout just staring at me.
Alright, I'm just gonna flash these on stream real quick.
Let me get these real fast. Oh god. That's actually a really good cardboard cutout, though. So that's a really good cardboard cutout.
Amazon.
He's very Android.
She
You
is
just get
very...
cardboard cutouts of whatever on Amazon?
Yep.
How did you do that?
Interesting.
Just look up cardboard cutout and you can just do the custom thing and you can slap your image in there. You can do like the height thing.
Really?
There you go.
I didn't know you could do that.
Let me
This has a cardboard cutout. So
Just put it in your room.
okay. My big question is
Yes.
why? Is it just the power move?
I mean, why not?
Somebody who was in my community kept asking me to get one, so I eventually did, and I was planning on giving it away to them, but then they just disappeared. So now it just stands in my room staring at me while I sleep, and it's behind the cat tower, so it's even more creepy.
Oh
So my
no.
cat, it's behind the cat tower, so I forget about it until sometimes I look at it, I'm like, ah, me.
It's always kind of sad when people just kind of vanish from the community.
It is, especially without like explanation.
Here's
without
the
like
link,
one.
Razor. You get a long Amazon link.
Ooh, okay.
I love those Amazon links that are like a freaking paragraph long.
It's
Are you
nice.
just like why?
It's
Like,
my
what
favorite.
about this needed to be so long?
Oh,
Okay,
Seven,
jeez.
you want the cardboard cutout? That's
I
crazy,
don't have
dog.
space for anything like that.
What if I want to keep it? It's like a memento now.
How do you go about mailing that? Like, that's kind of my thing, you know?
I don't fucking know.
How would you send it though without doxing yourself?
Use like a PO box, fake names, whatever.
That's true. Yeah. It's like, oh, you got it from IC Wiener from 123 Fake Street.
Yeah, here I'll send the link to you, and then I'll grab my new model design, the PNG for it, and you can just do it that way. I guess that's fine. 07. I guess that works.
So is this how that guy who had the like 100 freaking Pekora cardboard cutouts did it?
Oh yeah, that guy. You know he nearly died doing that shit. Apparently.
Wait, what?
He had a massive fucking print, and it nearly like he drowned in it or something. It was like this massive fucking cardboard cutout he was trying to put up, and he
What?
Yeah, I forget exactly how it killed him. He said he was like setting it up and he nearly fell off the ladder. I can't remember, either he fell off the ladder or the fucking thing came down on him and the cardboard was so heavy because there were so many layers to keep it standing upright that he struggled to crawl out of there for like a few hours or some shit.
That's crazy.
How big was the cutout?
The what?
You know what? There's nothing more honorable in the modern age than dying for the meme.
Dying for your Oshi, am I right, folks? I'm not right. Am I not right?
No, you're right. You're right.
That's what I thought.
Chat, would you die for me? Would you kill for me?
Chad.
Would you take over the entire world for me?
Chad, would you take arms from me?
Assault the what?
Would you take up arms? and help me go and raid Tom Cruise's house and tell him where are the space aliens? Tom Cruise, you're hiding space aliens in your house. We know you are. Show us the space aliens.
We saw E.T., Tom Cruise. You can only hide itself for so long.
Tom Cruise, we know Lord Xena was hiding underneath your house.
We know that you're not real. Everybody here is not real. We're living in a simulation. Didn't you know?
When society collapses, we just need to make our Oshis warlords.
The Oshis are now the gods and the goddesses and the rulers of the earth.
You're always going to have like a tribe of lolis, and all the non-lolis are going to be stuck in an Oni-chan zoo, and then there's going to be an Oni-san zoo. And keep the zoo populated, they have like one Oni-chan and one Oni-san meet each other in a middle ground under supervision once every year.
Shiori, I need you to say Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
Not good. Do it again.
But I'm not at my best right now.
That's okay, sweetheart. Give me an Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
There you go.
There you go.
Anywho, guess what else?
What?
Roar for me.
Ah!
There we go. We love this. Ooh, 3 hours and 9 minutes. We love.
Yes.
Yep, we're going over. So
Yeah, we're going over. So we need to find
everything.
someone to raid. Should we go raid?
Looking at raid
Let's
options.
see. Why don't we go raid? Let's see who's currently live right now.
I will do the Senpai Dice Key. I'll do it right
Not
now.
it.
I'll do it right now. Senpai Dice Key.
That was good.
Yippee.
Let's see who's current. Isn't Dax still alive?
It appears he is.
Where is he? He changed this thing. What is it now? Dax Crowley _VT.
Yeah, Dax Crowley.
Oh, Dax Crowley VT. Okay, we're gonna go raid him.
Oh my god.
Gonna raid Dax? Alright then.
Yep. It's getting late. I'm getting EP2. Oh, Dax T Crowley VT. Okay. I'm dumb.
You can't forget the T. Come on, you gotta say the whole thing.
I didn't know you put a fucking T in it. Alright.
Like a tribe called the Quest, Razor.
Oh,
You
dear
gotta
God.
say the whole thing.
T of G's nuts.
Alright, I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I might do streaming tomorrow before movie night tomorrow. I don't know, but we'll see. Y'all have a good one.
Tomorrow's up in the air. Something happens, something doesn't happen. It's just how it goes. Bye!
See ya.